Hey there, welcome. And honestly, I'm really glad you found your way here tonight. Go ahead and get comfortable. Wherever you are right now, tucked under the covers, sinking into your pillow, maybe lying in the dark with your eyes already halfway closed, just settle in. There's nothing you need to do for the next little while. Nowhere you need to be. No problem you have to solve before you drift off. For the next stretch of time, your only job is to rest, and my only job is to keep you gentle company while you do it. Take a slow breath in through your nose and let it go, nice and easy. Feel your shoulders drop a little. Feel the weight of your body settle into the mattress beneath you. That's it. You don't have to force anything. Sleep isn't something you chase. It's something you allow. And tonight, little by little, we're going to let it come to you. So here's what this is. This is a quiet collection of 100 fascinating little facts. Small, curious, wonderful things about the world, about the mind, about the way people think and dream and remember. And the whole idea is simple. These facts aren't here to wake you up or get your heart racing. They're here to give your busy mind something soft and pleasant to rest on, the way you might rest your hand on a warm cup of tea. Just enough to keep the racing thoughts quiet, not so much that it pulls you back into the day. Because you know how it goes. You lie down, you close your eyes, and suddenly, your brain decides now is the perfect moment to replay that awkward thing you said years ago, or to start planning tomorrow in exhausting detail, or to wonder whether you locked the door. The mind loves to wander when the lights go out. So instead of fighting it, we're going to give it somewhere calm to go, a slow, wandering little trail of interesting thoughts that leads, gently, right to the edge of sleep, and then lets you slip over. This whole channel is built around one quiet idea: mind over matter. The notion that where you put your attention shapes how you feel, and that a calm, curious mind is a mind that can finally let go. So that's what we do here, night after night. We help you unwind. We take the noise of the day and turn the volume down, one soft story at a time, or the way I like to think of it, helping the world drift off to sleep, one sleepy soul at a time. And you tonight, you're one of them. So thank you for being here. Really. Now before we go any further, let me ask you one small thing, and then I promise I'll let you rest. If you enjoy this, if my voice helps you drift off tonight, do me a quiet favor and tap that like button, and go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I know, everybody says it, but here's the honest truth of why it matters. When you like and subscribe, it tells the quiet little machinery behind the scenes that this kind of calm, gentle content is worth showing to other tired people out there. People lying awake at 2 in the morning, staring at the ceiling, wishing their mind would just be quiet for once. Your simple tap helps them find a place to rest, too. So if you've got the energy, and no pressure if your hands are already too cozy under the blanket, go ahead and do that now, and then you can forget all about it. That's the last thing I'll ask of you tonight. From here on out, you just listen, and you drift. There we go. Now let your eyes close if they haven't already. Let this be the moment you set the day down. All of it. The things that went well, the things that didn't, the long list of everything you meant to get to. None of it needs you right now. It'll all still be there in the morning, and you'll meet it then, rested and clear. But this hour, this quiet hour, belongs to you, to your rest, to the simple, ancient, wonderful act of falling asleep. Let me tell you a little about how this is going to feel, so your mind knows what to expect and can relax into it. I'm going to talk softly, in no particular hurry. The facts will drift by like little clouds, one, then another, then another. Some will be about the human brain, which is, when you really think about it, the strangest and most marvelous thing in the known universe. That soft, quiet organ sitting behind your eyes right now is doing more than any computer ever built. And yet it weighs only about 1.5 kilograms. It runs on roughly the same amount of energy as a dim little light bulb. And right now, as you lie here, it's slowly, gently, getting ready to do one of the most mysterious things it ever does. To let go of the waking world and slide into sleep, into dreams, into that soft, dark ocean we all disappear into every single night and rarely stop to wonder about. Other facts will be about the wider world, about animals and oceans and faraway places, about stars that are so distant their light took thousands of years just to reach your eyes, about the slow, patient way mountains rise and rivers carve their paths. Nothing urgent, nothing that demands anything of you. Just gentle wonders, laid out one after another, like someone slowly turning the pages of a beautiful old book beside you while you drift off. You don't have to remember any of it. That's important, so let me say it again. You do not have to remember a single word. This isn't a lesson. There's no test in the morning. If you catch a fact and find it interesting, lovely. And if you miss 3 of them because you were busy sinking deeper into sleep, that's even better. That means it's working. In fact, the best possible outcome tonight is that you never even hear how this ends, because you're already long gone, breathing slow and deep, somewhere far away in a dream. So please, give yourself full permission to fade out whenever you like. There's no need to fight it. No need to stay awake to be polite. The moment your mind wants to let go, let it. Let's take another slow breath together before we really begin. In, gently, and out. Feel how the exhale is just a little longer, a little softer than the inhale. That's the breath your body naturally reaches for when it's getting ready to rest. You can let every breath be like that now. Slow in, slower out. And with each one, imagine you're sinking just a tiny bit deeper into the bed, into the warmth, into the quiet. Notice how heavy your body is starting to feel. Your feet, warm and still. Your legs, completely at rest, not needing to go anywhere. Your hands, soft and open, holding on to nothing. Even your face can relax now. The little muscles around your eyes, your jaw, that spot between your eyebrows where we hold so much of the day without realizing it. Let it all go soft. Let it all go quiet. And if a thought floats up, because it will, minds do that, you don't need to chase it away or be annoyed with it. Just notice it, the way you'd notice a car passing by outside in the distance. There it goes, and you let it pass. Then you come back to my voice and to the slow, easy rhythm of your own breathing, and to the gentle little facts we're about to wander through together. Here's something worth knowing as you settle in. Your sense of hearing is the last of your senses to switch off as you fall asleep. And it's often the first to come back when you wake, which is exactly why a soft, steady voice in the quiet, works so well. It gives that last waking part of you something calm to hold while the rest of you slips away. So you don't have to concentrate. You don't have to follow closely. Just let the sound of my voice be like a hand resting lightly on your shoulder in the dark, reassuring, steady. Here, there is nothing you need to fix tonight, nothing you need to figure out. Whatever was weighing on you today, you're allowed to put it down now. Not forever, just for tonight. Just long enough to rest. And the beautiful thing about rest is that it's not lost time. It's not the day stopping. It's the day working for you, quietly, behind the scenes. While you sleep, your mind sorts through everything you live through, tucks the important things into memory, and washes the rest away. You wake up lighter without even trying. So by letting go now, you're actually taking care of the person you'll be tomorrow. You're doing something kind for them. Isn't that a nice thought to fall asleep on? We'll take our time getting to that first fact. There's no rush at all. I'd rather you arrive at sleep slowly and softly than hurry toward anything. So let these next few moments just be about settling, about getting truly comfortable. If you need to shift your position, adjust your pillow, pull the blanket up a little higher. Go ahead and do that now, and then let yourself be still. Comfortable? Good. I want you to imagine for just a moment that all the busyness of your day is a wide, choppy sea. Waves everywhere, noise, movement. That's how the mind can feel when we first lie down. But as we breathe, and as I talk, and as the minutes pass, that sea begins to calm. The waves grow smaller, the surface grows smoother, and bit by bit, it becomes a still, dark, glassy lake, perfectly quiet, reflecting nothing but the stars. That's where we're headed tonight, not by force, just by letting the storm settle on its own, the way it always does when you finally stop stirring it up. And I'll be right here with you the whole way. My only aim is to keep my voice soft enough and slow enough and gentle enough that you barely notice the moment you cross over from listening into dreaming. That crossing, that soft, fuzzy, in-between place where the facts start to blur and the room goes far away. That's the sweetest part, and you're allowed to reach it anytime you like. So take one more slow breath with me. In through the nose, hold it for just a heartbeat, and let it go, all the way out, like a long, quiet sigh. Let that breath carry the last of the day out of you. Good. From here, everything gets slower, softer, quieter. I'll keep talking, and you'll keep drifting, and neither of us needs to do anything more than that. You've already done the hardest part just by lying down and letting yourself be here. So stay with me, or don't. It's entirely up to you and your sleepy mind. In just a moment, we'll begin our slow wander through these 100 little wonders, starting soft and staying soft the whole way through. And whether you make it to fact number 3 or fact number 90, whether you drift off in the first minute or the last, it doesn't matter one bit, because we'll get you there, gently, patiently, the way we always do around here, one sleepy soul at a time. Just rest now. I've got you. And whenever you're ready, we'll begin. Let's begin, then. Softly. Our very first little wonder is about the moon. You've seen it 1,000 times, hanging up there in the dark. So familiar, you probably don't even think about it anymore. But here's something gentle to turn over in your mind as you drift. The moon is slowly moving away from us. Every single year, it drifts a little farther out into space, about 3.5 centimeters, roughly the width of 2 of your fingers pressed together. It's not in any hurry. It's not going anywhere dramatic. It's just easing away, quietly, the way a boat drifts from a dock when nobody's holding the rope. And it's been doing this for billions of years, so slowly that no one would ever notice in a lifetime. There's something lovely about that, isn't there? That even the moon is allowed to take its time. That even something as huge as that can move so gently, no one feels it go. So if the moon can drift, so can you. No effort, no noticing. Just a soft, slow letting go. And here's the sweeter part of that thought. Long, long ago, the moon sat much closer, and it filled up more of the sky. If you'd stood on the earth back then and looked up, it would have looked enormous, a great glowing thing, close enough to feel like a friend leaning over you. And the nights would have been brighter. So the sky you look up at now is a slower, softer version of the one that used to be. Everything drifts toward gentleness, given enough time. Even the sky. Let that settle for a moment before we move on. Our second little fact is a quiet one about honey. You may have heard this before, but it's worth saying slowly in the dark. Honey doesn't really spoil. Archaeologists have opened up ancient tombs, thousands of years old, and found pots of honey sealed inside. And it was still good, still golden, still perfectly edible after all that time. Something about the way honey is made, so thick and so low in water, means the tiny things that spoil other foods simply can't survive in it. So there it sat, in the dark, patient and sweet, waiting out the centuries while empires rose and fell above it. Isn't that a peaceful image? A little jar of gold, keeping perfectly still, needing nothing, changing nothing, simply being what it is for thousands of years. There's a kind of restfulness in that, in not having to change, and just being allowed to stay soft and whole and unbothered while the world spins on outside. You can be like that honey tonight, sealed away from everything, undisturbed, kept safe in the quiet dark, needing nothing at all. And bees, since we're near them, do the most wonderful thing. When a bee finds a patch of flowers worth visiting, it flies back home and dances, a real dance, little wiggles and turns that tell the other bees exactly which direction to fly and how far to find the same sweetness. A whole language made of movement, spoken in the dark of the hive. Imagine that, a little creature so small you could hold 100 of them in your palm, and yet it can give directions by dancing. The world is full of these tiny marvels, happening all the time, whether or not anyone's watching. And most of them, no one ever sees. They just happen, quietly, out in the fields and the flowers, the way good things often do. Let's drift on. Our third fact is about your own heart, which is beating right now, softly, without any help from you. You've never once had to remember to make your heart beat. It's been going since before you were born, keeping its own slow rhythm through every single thing you've ever done. Every meal, every laugh, every night of sleep, every ordinary Tuesday you've long since forgotten. And here's the gentle wonder of it. Your heart beats around 100,000 times a day. 100,000 quiet little beats, and you never once had to think about a single one. It just keeps you, faithfully, in the background of everything. Even now, as you lie here doing nothing at all, it's working away, soft and steady, asking nothing of you. There's something deeply reassuring in that, I think. That some part of you is always taking care of the rest of you, that you can let go completely, let your whole mind go soft and empty, and still, that faithful drum keeps time. You are being held together by something that never rests, so that you can rest completely. Let it. It knows what it's doing. It always has. And when you sleep tonight, that heart of yours will slow itself down, all on its own. It knows the difference between day and night, between busy and still. As you drift, it eases off, beat by beat, like a musician playing softer and softer at the end of a song. So you don't have to try to slow down. Your body is already doing it for you, quietly, the way it's done every night of your life. Now, our fourth little wonder is one of my favorites, because it's about something you'll be doing very soon, if you aren't halfway there already. It's about dreams. Nobody fully knows why we dream. Isn't that a remarkable thing? Something every single human being on Earth does, every single night, and we still don't completely understand it. Your mind, when you sleep, becomes a kind of quiet theater. It takes the odds and ends of your day, the little scraps and leftover feelings, and it stitches them together into strange, soft, wandering stories. Places you've never been, people who don't exist, whole worlds built and dissolved in the space of a single night, and most of them forgotten by morning. Your mind does all of this for free, without being asked, while you lie perfectly still. There's no effort in it. You don't have to write the dream. You don't have to choose it. It simply arrives, the way weather arrives, and carries you along. So in a little while, when your thoughts start to loosen and wander and stop making quite so much sense, don't chase after them. That wandering is the doorway. That's the dream coming to meet you. Let it come. You don't need to understand it. You only need to let go of the shore. And here's a soft thing about dreams. Almost everyone dreams in the same way, whether they live in a great city or a quiet village, whether they lived 1,000 years ago or are lying in bed tonight. It's one of the oldest, most universal things about being a person. So as you drift toward your own dreams, you're joining something enormous and ancient. Every human who ever lived, closing their eyes and slipping into that strange, private theater. Billions of people across all of time, all doing the same quiet thing. You're never alone in it. Sleep is the one country everybody visits. Let's keep wandering, slow and easy. Our fifth fact drifts back up to the sky, because the sky is such a peaceful place to rest the mind. When you look up at the stars at night, some of the light you're seeing is very, very old. Light travels fast, faster than anything else there is. But space is so enormous that even light takes a long time to cross it. So the light from some of those stars set out on its journey long, long before you were born. It's been traveling all this time, crossing that great dark ocean of space, just to arrive at your eye tonight, as you lie here, warm and safe and nearly asleep. Think of that. A little bit of light, older than you, older than your grandparents, older than the oldest story anyone remembers, finally reaching the end of its long trip. And the end of the trip is you. You are what all that traveling was for. There's something so gentle in that thought, that the universe sends its oldest light across unthinkable distances, patiently, for years and years, just so that on some quiet night, someone can look up and feel a little wonder before they sleep. You don't have to do anything with it. Just receive it. Just let it land. And some of those stars, the light tells us, are no longer even there. They shone so long ago that they've since gone quiet, and yet their light still travels on, still reaching us, a soft memory of something that was. So when you look at the night sky, you're really looking at the past, a gentle, glowing photograph of how things used to be. The whole sky is a kind of memory, and there's nothing sad in that. It's just the universe's way of holding on to things a little longer, of letting the light outlive its source, of keeping the beautiful things shining long after. Let that drift away now, like all the rest. I can feel this getting slower, and that's exactly right. You don't need to keep track of the numbers, by the way. You don't need to remember which fact we're on, or how many are left. That's my job, and I'll carry it for you. All you have to do is lie here and let the words wash over you like warm water, warm and shallow and easy, the kind you could lie back in and float. Nothing to hold on to, nothing to hold up, just floating, held by the sound of a voice and the weight of the dark. Our sixth little wonder is about something very small and very close to home. The humble little octopus out in the deep. An octopus has 3 hearts. Imagine that, 3 separate hearts, all beating gently inside that soft, curious body, deep down in the quiet blue where the light barely reaches. 2 of them do the work of moving blood through the gills, and 1 keeps the rest of the body going. And here's the softest part. When an octopus swims, 1 of its hearts actually stops beating. That's part of why they often prefer to crawl along the seafloor instead. Swimming tires them out. So there they are down in the deep dark, drifting slowly along the ocean bottom, in no rush at all, choosing the gentlest way to get where they're going. That sounds rather nice, doesn't it? To move slowly on purpose, to choose the calm way, the restful way, the way that doesn't wear you out. You're doing that right now. You've chosen stillness. You've chosen the quiet. And down in the deep, a soft little creature with 3 slow hearts would understand completely. The deep ocean, by the way, is one of the calmest places in the whole world. Far below the waves, past where any storm can reach, the water is still and dark and cool, and it barely moves at all. The chaos is all up at the surface. Down deep, everything is slow. Everything is patient. Great gentle creatures glide by without any hurry, and the water holds them the way sleep is about to hold you. You can imagine sinking down into that stillness now, if you like, down past the busy surface of your own mind, past the last of the day's small waves, into that deep, dark, peaceful place where nothing needs to be rushed and nothing needs to be solved. That's where sleep lives, right down at the bottom, in the quiet. Let's go a little further. Our 7th fact is a warm one. Did you know that when you look at an old friend or someone you love, your body actually relaxes? Something in you softens. Your breathing eases. Even your sense of pain can settle a little when someone kind is nearby. We're built for that. Built to feel safer in good company. Built to unwind around the people who make us feel at home. And in a small way, That's what this is, too. A voice in the dark, keeping you company, so that some part of you knows it's safe to let go. You don't have to be on guard tonight. You don't have to keep watch. Someone's here. The room is safe. The door is closed. The night is doing exactly what nights are supposed to do, and all is well. So let that watchful part of you finally clock off. It's been working all day. It's earned its rest. Tell it, gently, not tonight. Tonight, you can simply be looked after. And isn't it a kind thing, the way our bodies are made to calm each other? A soft voice slows a racing heart. A warm hand on the shoulder eases a worried mind. We hush each other without even trying, just by being near. You've done it for other people, probably without ever knowing. Sat beside someone and made them feel a little safer just by being there. And now it's your turn to receive it, to be the one who gets to soften, to be the one who gets looked after and held in the quiet and allowed to drift. Feel how much heavier you are now than when we started. Your arms, your legs, sinking just a little deeper into the bed. Your face, soft. Your jaw, loose. That heaviness is trust. It's your body finally believing that it's allowed to rest. Let it believe. It's telling the truth. Our eighth little wonder is about trees, which are some of the most patient living things there are. Trees talk to one another. Not with sound, of course, but underground, through their roots, and through the soft webs of fungus that thread through the soil between them. Through those hidden threads, a tree can send food to a neighbor that's struggling. An older tree, a great tall grandmother of the forest, can feed the little saplings growing in her shade, sharing what she has so they can grow. A whole forest, it turns out, is far less a crowd of strangers and far more a quiet, connected family, all looking after each other beneath the ground where no one can see. Isn't that a beautiful thing to rest your mind on? That even the trees take care of each other, that even in the still, silent woods, there's a gentle kindness moving through the dark soil, passing from one to another, asking nothing in return. The world is far more tender than it often looks. There is care running through it everywhere, quiet and unseen, holding things together. And a forest standing in the night is one of the most peaceful things there is. All those tall, patient trees, breathing slowly, swaying just a little in the dark, in no hurry to be anywhere but exactly where they've stood for 100 years. They don't worry about tomorrow. They don't rush their growing. They simply stand and breathe and grow a little at a time and let the seasons pass over them like weather. You can borrow some of that tonight, that deep, rooted, patient calm. You're not going anywhere either. You're planted here, in this bed, in this quiet, safe and still and slowly settling, with nothing at all to do but be. I'll let it go quiet for just a breath now. There's no need to fill every second. Silence is part of this too. So just rest here a moment, in the soft space between one fact and the next, and let yourself sink a little deeper into the warmth of the bed and the dark of the room. And whenever you're ready, though there's no rush, there's never any rush, we'll drift on to the next. Our ninth little wonder is about rivers and the slow, unhurried way they find their way to the sea. A river never rushes, not really, even when it looks like it's moving fast. It simply follows the shape of the land, taking the easiest path it can find, sliding around the things it can't move and wearing down. ever so gently the things it can. Give a river enough time, thousands and thousands of years, and it can carve a canyon a mile deep, not by force, but by patience. Just water, moving softly over stone, again and again and again, never in any hurry, never trying too hard. And that's the secret of it, really. The river doesn't fight the rock. It just keeps going, quietly, and lets time do the work. There's a lesson tucked in there, if you want one, though you don't need to reach for it tonight. You can just let it wash over you, the way the water washes over the stones. All that soft, steady movement, all that gentle patience, carrying everything downstream towards somewhere calm and wide and still. And that's where you're headed to, right now. Not rushing, just drifting, a little at a time, towards sleep, letting the current take you. There's nothing to paddle against, nothing to steer. Just let the water carry you. And think, for a moment, about how much of the world is water. The great oceans, the rivers threading through every land, the rain that falls and gathers and rises again into clouds, only to fall once more. The very same water has been going round and round this world for billions of years. The water in the glass by your bed tonight may once have drifted as mist over an ancient forest, or sat frozen in a glacier, or rolled in the belly of some warm and distant sea. It's old, that water, older than anything, and it's still here, still moving, still soft. There's something quieting about that, isn't there? That things go round and come back and are never really lost. That the world keeps what it has and simply moves it gently from one shape to another. Nothing wasted, nothing gone for good. Just changing, slowly, endlessly, in no rush at all. Our 10th little fact is about snails, of all things, and the tiny, patient world they live in. A snail carries its whole home on its back, so it's never far from a safe place to rest. Whenever the world gets too bright, or too dry, or too much, a snail simply pulls itself inward, into that little curl of shell, and waits for a softer moment. And here's the gentle part. A snail can sleep for a very long time when it needs to. If the weather turns hard, a snail can tuck itself away and sleep for months, sealed up safe and cool, and still, just waiting, quietly, for the world to become kind again. There's no shame in it, for the snail, no sense that it ought to be up and doing. It simply rests as long as rest is needed, and wakes when the time is right. And there's something lovely in that, in the idea that rest isn't something you have to earn, or rush through, or apologize for. It's just part of the way living things are made. Sometimes the wisest, most natural thing in all the world is to pull inward and go still, and let the softer moment come to you. That's all you're doing now, tucking yourself away, safe and warm, and letting rest have its turn. Our 11th little wonder rises back up into the night sky, to something you've seen 1,000 times without ever really thinking about it. The soft, silver light of the moon on a dark night. That light isn't really the moon's own light at all. The moon makes no light of its own. What you're seeing on those quiet nights when the moon hangs pale and full above the rooftops is sunlight. The light of the sun, traveling all that way, landing on the moon, and bouncing gently back down to you. So even in the deepest part of the night, when the sun is long gone and the world is dark and sleeping, a little of that warm daylight is still reaching you, softened and cooled into silver, carried down on the face of the moon. Isn't that a tender thought to rest on, that the light never really leaves us? That even at midnight, there's a soft echo of the day glowing quietly overhead, watching over the sleeping world. You don't have to look at it. You don't have to do anything with it. Just know it's there, that gentle borrowed light, keeping the dark from ever being truly dark, the way a nightlight glows in a child's room, soft and steady and kind. And the moon, you know, moves the whole sea. Every ocean on this world rises and falls twice a day, every day, pulled ever so gently by the moon as it passes overhead. The tides, all that vast, heavy water, lifting and lowering along every shore. That's the moon, quietly tugging from far away in the dark. It never touches the water. It never has to. It just passes by, high above, and the sea feels it and answers. There's a kind of slow breathing in that, if you think about it. The sea rising and falling, filling and emptying, in and out. The whole world's water, breathing along with the moon, slow and patient and sure, never missing a beat in all the long millions of years. And your own breath, right now, is part of that same slow rhythm, rising and falling, filling and emptying, in its own quiet time. You don't have to think about it. It knows what to do, just like the tide. Just let it rise and let it fall, and let the moon do the rest. Our 12th little fact is about something you carry with you everywhere and hardly ever notice. Your own sense of smell and the strange, gentle way it's tied to memory. Of all your senses, smell is the one wired most closely to the parts of your mind that hold your oldest, softest memories. That's why a single scent, the smell of rain on warm earth, or bread baking, or a certain flower, or the particular smell of a grandmother's kitchen, can pull you back, all at once, to a moment from long ago you thought you'd forgotten. It's not something you have to try to do. The smell arrives, and the memory comes with it, whole and warm and complete, before you've even had time to think. It's one of the kindest little tricks the mind has, really. A quiet doorway back to the good, safe places you've been. And maybe, as you lie here now, there's a scent your mind connects with feeling calm and cared for. Clean sheets, or a candle, or the smell of the room where you always felt safe as a child. You don't have to search for it. Just know that your mind holds all of those doorways, gently, and that they're always there waiting, ready to carry you somewhere soft whenever you need them. Our 13th little wonder is about cats, and the deep, contented sound they make when they're happy. The purr. A cat purrs when it's calm, when it feels safe, when it's curled up warm in a patch of afternoon sun, with nothing in the world to trouble it. But here's the gentle mystery of it. That soft, rumbling purr may actually help the cat heal. The particular hum of it, that low and steady vibration, seems to soothe the cat's own body, easing its aches, calming it from the inside out. So when a cat purrs, it isn't only telling you it's happy. It's quietly tending to itself, humming its own body back toward rest and repair. There's something wonderful in that. The idea that contentment itself can be a kind of medicine. That simply being calm and warm and safe does real and quiet good to a living body. And it's true for you too, lying here. This stillness you're sinking into isn't empty time. It's your body's own quiet mending. All through the night, while you rest, your body is busy in the gentlest way, smoothing out the day, healing the small wear and tear, setting everything right again for the morning. You don't have to help it. You don't have to do a thing. Just let it hum along in the dark, doing its quiet, patient work, the way a cat purrs itself back to well. Our 14th little fact drifts far out into space, to a place so quiet it's hard to even imagine. Out between the stars, in the vast dark spaces of the universe, it's astonishingly still. No sound travels there. Sound needs air to move through. And out in the deep of space, there's almost nothing at all. So it's perfectly, completely silent. A silence deeper than any you've ever known. And it's cold, and slow, and endless, and calm. Now that might sound lonely, but you don't have to feel it that way. You can feel it as peace, a great, soft, boundless quiet stretching out in every direction, with nothing rushing, nothing loud, nothing demanding a single thing of you. All those stars, drifting slowly through the dark, in no hurry, keeping their own gentle company across unimaginable distances. And this little world of ours, turning quietly among them, carrying you and everyone you've ever known, spinning softly through that great calm night. You're a small, warm, safe part of something enormous and quiet and old. And right now, on your small turning world, in your warm and darkened room, there's nothing you need to reach for out there. You can just rest here, held on the surface of a spinning planet, drifting through the peaceful dark along with everything else. Our 15th little wonder comes back down to earth and to something soft and small and close. The way that falling snow makes the whole world go quiet. Have you ever noticed that on a night when snow is falling, everything seems hushed, as though the world has lowered its voice? That's not your imagination. Fresh snow is full of tiny pockets of air, thousands upon thousands of them, tucked between the flakes. And those little pockets soak up sound, drinking in every noise, softening every sharp edge, until the whole world feels wrapped in cotton wool. Footsteps go gentle. Traffic goes distant. Even your own voice sounds softer, closer, kinder. A snowy night is one of the most peaceful things this world has to offer. A great white blanket settling over the rooftops and the fields, muffling everything, tucking the whole sleeping town in beneath it. And you can imagine that now, if you like. A soft snow falling silently outside your window. No wind, no cold reaching you. Just the quiet drifting down of it in the dark, laying itself gently over everything, hushing the world so you can sleep. Every flake settling without a sound. The whole night going soft and white and still, wrapping close around you, holding everything quiet while you drift. I'll let it go quiet again for just a moment now. There's no need to hurry from one wonder to the next. Let this one settle first, like snow, slow and soft and unhurried, drifting down over your resting mind and coming gently to rest. And whenever you're ready, no sooner, no rush at all, we'll wander on to the next little wonder waiting for us in the quiet. Our 16th little wonder is about something you're doing right now without even trying. Breathing. Here's a gentle little truth most folks never stop to notice. You breathe somewhere around 20,000 times a day, in and out, and almost none of it ever crosses your mind. Your body just handles it, quietly, faithfully, the way it's done since the very first breath you ever took. And here's the lovely part. When you slow it down on purpose, when you let each breath grow long and soft and easy, the way yours is doing now, your whole body listens. Your heart eases. Your muscles loosen. Something deep inside you gets the message that all is well, that there's nothing to guard against, nothing to brace for, nothing to do but rest. So you don't have to try to sleep tonight. You just have to keep breathing, slow and gentle, the way you already are, and let your body carry you the rest of the way. It knows how. It's always known how. Just let the breath come and go, like waves sliding up a shore and slipping back again, in no hurry at all. Our 17th little fact is about the stars and the quiet stuff you're made of. This one always makes me feel small and warm at the same time. Nearly every part of you, the iron in your blood, the calcium in your bones, the tiny sparks of you that make you you, was forged long ago inside the hearts of ancient stars. Those old stars lived and burned and finally let go, scattering everything they'd made out across the dark. And after unimaginable stretches of time, some of that drifting stardust gathered itself together and became this world, and became the trees and the oceans, and became you. So when you look up on a clear night and feel far away from all that light, you're not, really. You're a small, warm piece of it, resting here for a while. The very same stuff that glows up there in the dark is the stuff that's lying in your bed right now, breathing softly, letting the day go. You belong to all of it. You always have. And there's something so restful in that, isn't there? Knowing you're not a stranger to the universe, but a quiet little part of it. Come home to sleep. Our 18th little wonder is about the tortoise, one of the slowest and most peaceful creatures there is. A tortoise is never in a hurry. It has never once been late for anything. It moves through its long, quiet life at its own gentle pace, one soft step after another, warming itself in the sun, tucking into its shell when it wants a little rest. And some of them live a very long time, over 100 years, some of them, plodding calmly through decade after decade, watching the world rush past and never once feeling the need to rush along with it. There's a kind of wisdom in that, I think. The tortoise knows something we sometimes forget, that you don't have to be fast to get where you're going. That slow is its own kind of strong. That a life lived gently is still a whole, full life. So tonight, you can let yourself move at the tortoise's pace. No hurry, no rush towards sleep. Just one slow breath after another, one soft moment after another, carrying you quietly along. You'll get there. You always do. And the slower you go, the sweeter the getting there. Let that one rest a moment now, soft and unhurried, before we wander on. Our 19th little fact is about rain and the strange comfort of the sound it makes. You've probably noticed that rain on the roof is one of the most soothing sounds in all the world. There's a reason for that, and it's a gentle one. The soft, steady patter of rain is what's called a quiet, even sound. No sudden bangs, no sharp surprises, just a soft blanket of gentle noise, rising and falling ever so slightly, going on and on. And your mind, listening in the dark, finds nothing in it to worry about. Nothing that needs your attention, nothing to startle you awake. So it lets go. It settles. It sinks down into the sound the way you sink down into a warm bath. People have been falling asleep to the sound of rain for as long as there have been people, and roofs, and rain. Long ago, tucked in some small, warm shelter with the storm rolling by outside, our ancestors felt the very same thing you feel now. That deep, safe, drowsy comfort of being dry and warm and held, while the soft rain falls and falls in the dark. You can imagine it now, if you like, a gentle rain outside your window, going on and on, asking nothing of you, just falling softly through the night while you rest. Our 20th little wonder is about the way your body cools itself down for sleep. Here's something quietly clever that's happening inside you right now. As the night comes on and sleep draws near, your body gently lowers its own temperature, just a little, cooling itself down by a small degree or two to help you drift off. It's part of the reason a cool room feels so good to sleep in, and why sliding under a soft blanket feels so right. Your body is looking for that gentle, cool, settled feeling that tells it the time for rest has come. Your hands and your feet actually grow a little warmer as this happens, letting the heat drift softly away from your center, cooling you down where it counts. It's a slow, quiet, ancient rhythm, and it's happening for you tonight without you lifting a finger. Your body is preparing itself for rest the way it always has, the way it always will, tucking you down towards sleep with a wisdom older than you are. All you have to do is let it. Lie still and let the cool, soft quiet settle over you, and trust that your body knows exactly what it's doing. Our 21st little fact is about the humble jellyfish drifting quietly through the deep. A jellyfish has no heart, no bones, no brain to speak of. It doesn't worry, doesn't plan, doesn't fret about tomorrow. It simply drifts, soft and slow, letting the ocean carry it wherever the ocean wants to go. It pulses gently, opening and closing, moving through the water in the softest, most unhurried way, glowing sometimes with a pale, quiet light in the dark of the deep. There's something almost peaceful about a creature that has lived on this earth for hundreds of millions of years just by drifting, by letting go, by going soft, by trusting the water to hold it up. It never fights the current. It never struggles to be somewhere else. It just floats, calm and boneless and free, in the great slow dark of the sea. And you can float like that too, tonight, in your own quiet way. You can let the day's current carry you. You can stop paddling, stop steering, stop trying to get anywhere at all, and just let yourself drift, soft and easy, held up by the dark, going wherever sleep would like to take you. I'll let it go quiet for a breath now, the way the tide goes quiet between waves. No need to reach for the next one. Just rest here in the soft space between and let everything settle a little deeper. Our 22nd little wonder is about the way trees talk to each other underground. Far beneath the forest floor, hidden from view, there's a whole quiet network of tiny threads, thinner than hair, weaving through the soil and joining the roots of the trees together. And through those soft threads, the trees share things. A little water here, a little food there, passing along quiet messages, helping one another out. A big old tree will send nourishment to a small young sapling struggling in the shade. Trees that stand near their own kin will lean a little, share a little, look after one another in their slow and silent way. The whole forest, it turns out, is less a crowd of strangers and more a single quiet community, all connected under the ground, all gently holding one another up. Isn't that a lovely thing to fall asleep to? The thought of the great old woods out there in the dark, standing together, roots woven softly into roots, no tree ever truly alone, and you're part of your own quiet web of care too, held up by more than you know, resting tonight inside a world that's far more connected, far more gentle than it sometimes seems. Our 23rd little fact is about the softness of a moth's wings and the quiet way it flies. A moth flies in the dark, on wings so soft they barely stir the air, covered in thousands of tiny, delicate scales. A moth's wings are made to move in silence, drifting through the night without a sound, soft as a whisper, gentle as a breath. It's drawn to soft light, fluttering slowly toward the glow of the moon, moving in that quiet, wandering, dreamlike way moths have. There's no hurry in a moth. It simply drifts through the warm dark, following the gentle light, going wherever the soft night leads it. And tonight, in your warm and darkened room, you can drift a little like that too, soft-winged, unhurried, following the quiet pull of sleep the way a moth follows the moon. No effort, no struggle, just a slow and gentle drifting through the dark, towards something soft and warm and welcoming, waiting for you at the end. Our 24th little wonder is about the deep, slow breathing of the whales. Far out in the great wide ocean, the largest creatures that have ever lived move slowly through the deep, and they breathe slow too. Long, deep, unhurried breaths, rising to the surface now and then to draw in the air before sinking gently back down into the blue. A whale's heart beats slowly, sometimes only a handful of times each minute when it's diving deep. Everything in its great calm body slowing right down. They sing to one another across enormous distances, low and long and haunting, their soft songs traveling for miles through the quiet water. Imagine that for a moment, those huge, gentle creatures gliding slowly through the dark deep, in no hurry at all, singing softly to each other across the great silent sea. It's one of the most peaceful pictures I know, and your breath can slow like theirs tonight, long and deep and easy, carrying you down, gently down, into the soft dark where sleep is waiting. Before we drift on to the next little wonder, I want to ask you something small and quiet, and there's no rush to answer. You can let it drift through your mind and float right off again. If you're still here with me, still drifting along in the dark, I'd love it if sometime, whenever it suits you, you left a little comment down below and told me which of these small wonders you liked best, or simply where in the world you're listening from tonight. I read them softly in the quiet, and there's something lovely about knowing so many gentle souls are drifting off together, all over this turning world, each in a warm and darkened room of their own. You don't have to do it now, of course. Your only job right now is to rest. But if the thought stays with you, come morning, drop me a few soft words and let me know you were here. For now, though, let it go. Let everything go. And we'll wander on, slow and easy, into the next little wonder waiting for us in the quiet. Our 25th little wonder is about the slow, quiet drift of the clouds, high up above everything, all day and all night, without a sound. The clouds go wandering across the sky, carried along on winds you can't even feel down here. They gather and they part. They thicken and they thin, changing shape so slowly that if you watched one for a while, you'd never quite catch it moving. And yet look away for a moment, and it's become something new. A cloud is nothing but the softest thing there is. Tiny drops of water, lighter than air, floating gently along together in the high, cold quiet. They cast no shadow of worry. They have nowhere they need to be. They simply drift where the wind takes them, easy and slow. And when their time comes, they let go of what they carry softly as rain, and then gather again another day. There's a whole sky full of them up there right now, moving over the sleeping world, over rooftops and rivers and mountains and seas, drifting on through the dark. And you can let your mind be like that tonight, soft-edged and unhurried, floating along on a gentle current, holding on to nothing at all, changing shape as you go, drifting slowly wherever the quiet carries you. No need to hold your thoughts in place. Let them drift and part and fade, soft as clouds crossing a dark and endless sky. Our 26th little fact is about the gentle way a seed waits in the dark before it grows. Deep down in the cool, soft soil, a seed lies quiet for a long, long time, doing nothing at all that you could see, just resting there in the dark and the warmth, waiting. It isn't worried about the growing. It isn't rushing toward the light. It simply waits, patient and still, until the moment is right, until the ground grows warm enough and soft enough, and the rain has soaked down deep. And only then, in its own slow time, does it begin, very gently, to stir. First, a single quiet root reaching down. Then the softest green shoot, curling slowly upward through the dark toward a light it has never even seen. And all of that great unfolding begins in stillness, begins in rest, begins in the quiet dark, where nothing seems to be happening at all. So there's no shame in resting the way that seed rests. There's no time wasted in the stillness before things grow. Your body knows this. It's doing its own quiet work right now, in the dark, mending and settling and softening, while you simply lie here and let it. You don't have to do a single thing. Like a seed in the warm earth, you can just rest in the dark, patient and unhurried, and trust that everything is happening exactly as it should, softly, in its own good time. Our 27th little wonder is about the slow and steady turning of the whole wide world beneath you. Right now, without a sound, without the faintest tremble you could feel, the entire earth is turning, carrying you gently around toward the morning. It never stops, and it never hurries. It's been turning like this for billions of years, smooth and steady and sure, spinning quietly through the dark of space. And it will keep on turning long after tonight has softened into tomorrow. All around the world, as it turns, it carries whole countries out of the sunlight and down into the dark, one after another, tucking them into evening, city after city, field after field, sea after sea, all rolling gently into night. And somewhere out ahead of you, on the far side of the world, morning is already beginning, soft and pink on the edge of things, quietly waiting its turn to come round to you. But that's a long, slow way off yet. For now, you're on the dark and restful side, the sleeping side, held safe on the turning earth as it carries you gently through the night. You don't have to do anything to help it along. The world will turn without you tonight. it'll carry you softly toward the morning all on its own, while you do nothing at all but lie here and rest and let yourself be carried. Our 28th little fact is about the soft, slow glow of the fireflies on a warm summer night. When the light fades and the dark comes down over the fields and the gardens, tiny lights begin to appear, drifting low over the grass, soft little glimmers, blinking on and off, gentle and unhurried, like slow sparks floating in the warm dark. A firefly makes its own light, a cool and gentle light that gives off no heat at all, just a soft glow that comes and goes, as it drifts slowly through the evening air. There's no hurry in it. It rises and dips and floats along, glowing softly, one small light among many, all of them blinking their slow, quiet signals across the darkened field. Imagine lying in the warm grass on a summer evening, watching them, dozens of little lights, drifting and glowing and fading, soft as anything, filling the dark with a gentle, wandering shimmer. It's such a peaceful thing to picture, and you can hold that softness with you now, that image of small, warm lights drifting slowly through the dark, blinking gently on and off, in no hurry, going nowhere in particular, just glowing quietly in the warm and easy night. Let it settle over you, soft and low as you drift. Our 29th little wonder is about the deep, slow rhythm of the tides breathing in and out along the shore, all around the edges of the world. Where the sea meets the land, the water rises slowly up the sand and then slips slowly back again, over and over, in and out, in a rhythm so old and so steady, it's almost like the whole ocean is breathing. Twice a day, the tide comes softly in, covering the sand, lifting the seaweed, filling the little pools among the rocks. And twice a day, it draws slowly back out again, uncovering the shore, leaving the sand smooth and wet and shining in the low light. It never rushes. It never stops. It just keeps that same slow rhythm going, hour after hour, day after day, year after year, in and out, rise and fall, gentle and endless. There's something wonderfully calming about standing at the edge of the sea and watching that, feeling that slow breath of the water going in and out, so much slower and steadier than the busy little rhythms of a day. And your own breath can find that slow rhythm now, if you let it, in, like the tide rising soft up the sand, and out, like the water slipping gently back to the sea, in and out, rise and fall, slow and steady and endless, carrying you down into the quiet. Our 30th little fact is about the quiet patience of the mountains, standing still in the dark, far away, where the land rises up into great peaks. The mountains stand exactly where they've stood for millions upon millions of years, still and silent and patient, watching over the sleeping valleys below. They don't move. They don't worry. They simply stand, wrapped in the cool night air, their high slopes soft with snow, their shoulders quiet under the stars. Whole ages have passed while they stood there. Forests have grown and faded. Rivers have carved their slow way down. Seasons beyond counting have come and gone. And through all of it, the mountains have simply stayed, steady and unhurried, in no rush at all to be anything other than what they are. There's a deep, settled kind of peace in something so still and so old. And you can borrow a little of that stillness tonight. You can let your body grow heavy and settled and quiet, like a mountain in the dark, needing to do nothing, needing to go nowhere, simply resting exactly where you are, steady and calm. while the night moves slowly around you and the stars wheel quietly overhead. Nothing to hold up, nothing to carry, just the deep, easy stillness of something that knows how to stay perfectly at rest. Our 31st little wonder is about the soft, slow drift of a feather falling gently through the air. Picture a single feather, small and light, let go high up in the still air of a quiet room. It doesn't drop. It doesn't fall in any hurry at all. It drifts, turning slowly, rocking side to side, floating this way and then that, so light that the very air itself holds it up and slows it down, easing it gently, gently toward the ground. A feather can take the longest, softest time to fall. It sways and spirals and settles through the quiet, in no hurry whatsoever, catching the smallest movements of the air and riding them softly down. And there's something in that image that's just right for this moment. That slow, weightless, drifting descent, so gentle it's barely a falling at all, more like a soft settling, an easy sinking through the still and quiet air. That's how sleep can come to you now. Not a sudden drop, not a falling away, but a slow and gentle drift, a soft turning and settling, sinking easy and light through the quiet, taking all the time in the world, until at last, so softly you'll hardly notice it happen, you come to rest. Let yourself drift like that now, light as a feather, settling slowly down through the warm dark. Our 30-second little fact is about the gentle glowing light of the stars reflected on still water at night. Out on a calm lake, on a windless night, when the water lies flat and smooth as glass, the whole sky comes down to rest upon it. Every star overhead finds its soft twin below, glimmering quietly on the dark and mirror-still surface, so that the water fills up with 1,000 tiny lights, floating and shimmering, gently swaying whenever the smallest ripple passes by. It's one of the quietest, most beautiful things there is. A still lake at night, holding the whole starry sky in its dark, calm face, doubling all that soft, far-off light and cradling it there on the water. Everything is silent. Everything is still. The stars glow softly above and softly below, and the calm, dark water holds them both, patient and unmoving, deep into the night. Let your mind be that still water now, smooth and calm and quiet, holding the soft lights gently, letting the ripples of the day fade away until the surface goes flat and peaceful and clear. There's nothing to disturb it now, nothing to trouble the calm, just the deep, still quiet of dark water under a sky full of gentle stars, holding everything softly, letting everything rest. Our 33rd little wonder is about the slow and steady heartbeat of a sleeping animal, curled up warm in its den. Deep in a burrow, down in the soft dark earth, a small creature lies curled up tight and warm, fast asleep, its little sides rising and falling with each slow and easy breath. Its heart beats gently, slow and steady, its whole body soft and loose and heavy with sleep, tucked safely away from the cold night outside. All through the dark, it rests there, warm and hidden and quiet, breathing slowly in the soft, close dark of its den, needing nothing, wanting nothing, simply sleeping the deep, untroubled sleep of a creature that is exactly where it's meant to be. There's such comfort in that picture, a small, warm thing, curled up snug in the dark, breathing slow, held safe and close by the earth all around it. And that's just what you are right now, in your own warm and quiet place, tucked in soft against the cool of the night, safe and held and easy. Let yourself curl into that comfort now. Let your breath go slow and soft, like the sleeping creature's breath. Your body warm and loose and heavy, held safe in the quiet dark, with nothing at all to do but rest and breathe and slowly, gently drift away. Our 34th little fact is about the soft way that mist settles low over a quiet field at dawn. In the coolest, stillest part of the early morning, long before the world wakes up, a soft white mist comes drifting down over the low fields, settling gently over the grass, hanging quiet and still in the cool air. It doesn't rush in. It just gathers, slow and soft, filling the hollows and the meadows with a gentle blur of white, softening every edge, hushing the whole world into a dim and dreamy quiet. Everything goes still beneath it. The trees stand soft and gray and hushed. The grass lies wet and quiet, and the mist just rests there, low and gentle, waiting patiently for the first warmth of the sun to lift it slowly away. There's such a hush to it, such a soft, muffled peace, like the whole world has been wrapped in something gentle and left to sleep a little longer. Let that softness settle over you now, that same low, quiet hush, blurring the edges of your thoughts, softening everything, wrapping you in a gentle gray stillness, where nothing is sharp and nothing is urgent, and everything can simply rest. Sink down into that soft quiet now, easy and slow, and let it hold you as you drift on towards sleep. Our 35th little wonder is about the soft, steady glow of a candle flame and the quiet way it holds itself upright in the dark. Picture a single small candle burning low in a still room, its little flame standing tall and calm, glowing warm and golden, hardly moving at all in the quiet air. There's no wind to trouble it, no draft to make it flicker, so it just burns there, soft and steady and sure, casting a gentle circle of warm light around itself, holding back the dark with the smallest, quietest kind of strength. And if you watch it long enough, you'll notice how it seems almost alive, leaning ever so slightly, breathing ever so slightly, and yet always coming back to that same calm, upright glow. There's something so soothing about a small flame in the dark, something that settles the mind and slows it right down, the way our ancestors must have felt 1,000 nights ago, gathered close around a little fire, safe and warm and quiet in the deep of the evening. Let that soft golden light glow gently in your mind now. Let it be the only light there is, warm and low and steady, holding back everything sharp, everything busy, everything that doesn't matter anymore tonight. Just the soft glow of a candle, calm and unhurried, keeping you company in the quiet as you sink a little deeper towards sleep. Our 36th little fact is about the slow, patient way that a pearl forms, hidden away inside a shell at the bottom of the sea. Down in the cool, dark water, tucked inside the smooth curve of an oyster shell, something very small and very quiet is happening, so slowly that you'd never see it move. A single tiny grain has settled inside, and instead of pushing it away, the little creature simply wraps it, softly, layer after layer, in something smooth and pale and shimmering. And it does this for years and years, adding one thin, gentle layer at a time, never rushing, never stopping, until slowly, slowly, a pearl takes shape, round and soft and glowing with a quiet light of its own. Nobody watches it happen. Nobody hurries it along. It simply forms in the dark, in its own good time, turning something small and rough into something smooth and lovely, one patient layer at a time. There's a gentle lesson in that, if you want one, that the quietest, slowest things can turn out to be the most beautiful of all, and that there's no need to rush anything worth making. But you don't need to hold on to that thought. Just let it drift down through you, soft and slow, like one more pale layer settling gently into place, smoothing everything over, rounding off every sharp edge, leaving you calm and quiet and still. Our 37th little wonder is about the soft hush of wind moving slowly through the tall grass on a warm and lazy afternoon. Imagine a wide, open meadow, golden in the low light, the grass grown tall and soft and heavy, swaying gently as a slow, warm breeze moves through it. It doesn't come in gusts. It just breathes across the field, slow and easy, and the grass leans with it, all together, rolling in soft waves from one side to the other, whispering the quietest, gentlest sound as it goes. It's a sound you feel as much as hear. That soft, dry, sighing hush, rising and falling, rising and falling, like the whole field is breathing slowly in the afternoon warmth. There's not a single thing you need to do out there. Just lie back in that soft grass, feel the warm sun on your skin, and listen to the wind moving through, slow and endless and calm. Let that same gentle hush move through you now, slow and warm, swaying softly, whispering everything quiet, carrying away every last thought that's still lingering, until all that's left is the soft rise and fall of your own easy breathing, in and out, slow and calm, like wind through the tall grass on a long, warm afternoon. Our 38th little fact is about the deep, unhurried sleep of a bear through the long, cold months of winter. When the days grow short and the snow begins to fall, a great bear finds itself a den, a quiet, hidden hollow, deep and dark and warm. And there it settles down to sleep away the whole cold season. Its breathing slows, right down, until it's barely breathing at all. Its heart slows too, beating soft and slow, just a few quiet beats a minute, and its whole big body goes loose and warm and heavy, sinking into the deepest, longest, most peaceful sleep there is. Month after month it rests there, safe and hidden in the dark, while the snow piles soft and quiet outside, while the wind blows cold across the empty land, and the bear just sleeps on, warm and undisturbed, needing nothing at all but rest. There's such a deep comfort in that. A great, powerful creature laying itself down and letting everything go completely still, trusting the dark to keep it safe, trusting that spring will come again in its own good time. Let yourself sink into that same deep stillness now. Let your breathing slow right down. Let your heart go soft and easy. Let your whole body grow warm and heavy and loose, sinking down into the quiet like a great bear settling into its den, safe and warm and wonderfully, deeply at rest. Our 39th little wonder is about the gentle silver path that the moon lays down across a calm and quiet sea on a clear and windless night. When the water lies smooth and dark and still, the moon hangs low over the ocean and lays a long shimmering path of pale light right across the surface, stretching from the far horizon all the way to the shore. It's the softest kind of light, silver and gentle and endlessly moving, shifting a little with each slow breath of the sea, breaking into 1,000 tiny glimmers and gathering back together again. And it looks, from where you stand on the quiet shore, like a road made all of moonlight, leading softly off across the dark water into the calm of the night. You could follow it forever with your eyes, that soft silver path, letting it draw your mind out over the still water, slow and easy, further and further from everything busy, everything loud, everything you were carrying today. Let that gentle path of moonlight stretch out before you now. Let your mind drift softly along it, out across the calm, dark sea, following the quiet silver glow further and further into the peaceful dark, until you're floating so far and so soft that there's nothing left to do but drift and breathe and slowly fall asleep. Our 40th little fact is about the slow curling way that a wisp of smoke rises gently from a dying fire. Picture the very last of a small fire, burned down now to soft glowing embers, the flames long gone, just a warm red glow left breathing quietly in the dark. And from those embers, a single thin thread of smoke rises up, slow and soft, curling and turning as it climbs, drifting lazily upward through the still night air. It doesn't hurry. It has nowhere it needs to be. It just winds its way up in slow, gentle spirals, twisting and folding, fading softer and softer as it rises, until at last it thins away to nothing at all, dissolving quietly into the dark. There's something almost hypnotic about it, that slow, curling drift, the way it rises and turns and gently disappears, carrying the last warmth of the fire up into the quiet night. Let your thoughts be like that thread of smoke now, rising up soft and slow, curling gently, drifting away without any hurry at all, growing thinner and fainter and quieter until they simply fade into the dark and are gone. Nothing to hold on to, nothing to follow, just a soft, slow drifting away, up into the calm, until everything goes quiet and still. Our 41st little wonder is about the way a great old tree holds a whole world of quiet life within its branches. Somewhere out in an old still forest stands a tree that has grown for longer than anyone can remember. Its trunk grown wide and its branches spread out broad and high. And all through it, day and night, a quiet little world goes gently on. Small birds tuck themselves into its hollows and sleep. Soft green moss grows slow along its bark. Tiny creatures rest in the folds of its roots, and the whole great tree just holds them all, patient and steady, swaying ever so slightly in the dark, sheltering everything that has made a home in it. It asks for nothing. It simply stands there, year after year, quiet and giving, a great gentle guardian in the deep of the woods, keeping so many small, sleeping things safe through the long and quiet night. Imagine resting there yourself, tucked up high in the soft crook of a broad old branch, gently swaying, held safe and steady far above the forest floor, wrapped in leaves and quiet and the deep calm of the woods. Let that great old tree hold you now, the way it holds everything else, softly, patiently, without a single thing asked of you, while you sway ever so gently in the dark and drift the rest of the way down into sleep. Our 42nd little fact is about the soft, slow way that warm honey pours from a spoon on a quiet morning. Picture a jar of golden honey, thick and warm and slow, and imagine lifting a spoonful of it up into the soft light, watching it pour. It doesn't splash or rush. It moves in the slowest, smoothest way there is. A thick golden ribbon, curling and folding gently down onto itself, moving so slowly that you could watch it for a long, quiet while. It catches the light as it goes, glowing warm and amber and rich, winding down in soft, unhurried loops, patient and smooth and calm. There's something wonderfully soothing about watching something move that slowly, that gently, with no hurry in it at all, the way it seems to bend time itself, slowing everything down around it, hushing the whole morning into stillness. Let your own thoughts move like that now, slow and thick and golden, curling gently, pouring soft and unhurried, too heavy and warm to race anywhere. Let everything in your mind grow slow and smooth, like warm honey in the morning light, folding softly down into stillness, until there's nothing quick left anywhere, nothing sharp, just a slow, warm, golden calm settling over you as you sink towards sleep. Our 43rd little wonder is about the deep and endless quiet that lies at the very bottom of the ocean, far below the reach of any light. Down and down, deeper than the sunlight ever goes, past where the water turns from blue to black. There's a vast and silent world resting in complete and perfect stillness. No waves reach down there, no wind, no storms, no rush of any kind. It's a place of endless soft dark and endless quiet, where the water lies calm and heavy and unmoving, colder and stiller than anything up above. And every now and then, the gentlest thing happens. A slow, soft drift of pale particles sinks down from far above, falling like the quietest snow, settling ever so gently onto the deep sea floor, soundless and slow and calm. It's one of the stillest places in the whole world, that deep dark bottom of the sea, untouched by all the noise and rush of everything up in the light. Let your mind sink down into that deep, soft quiet now, down past every thought, past every sound, past everything busy and bright, until you come to rest in the calmest, stillest place there is, heavy and quiet and completely at peace, held soft in the deep dark, with nothing at all to reach you here but rest. Our 44th little fact is about the slow, patient drip of water shaping stone in the hush of a deep, dark cave. Far underground, in the cool and silent dark of an old cave, a single drop of water gathers slowly at the tip of a stone, hangs there a moment, and falls. And then, a long while later, another does the same, and another, each one carrying the tiniest trace of the earth with it. And over time, over such a long, slow stretch of time that it's hard to even hold in your mind, those quiet drops build the stone up, drop by drop, growing it downward and upward in smooth and gleaming shapes, one patient droplet at a time. Nobody's there to watch. There's no sound but the soft, occasional plink of a single drop falling in the dark, echoing gently through the still, cool air, and then the long, deep quiet again. It's the slowest work there is, and the most patient. Whole cathedrals of stone-shaped grain by grain in the silent dark, in no hurry whatsoever, across more years than anyone could ever count. Let that slow, patient calm settle over you now, that deep underground stillness, that soft and steady rhythm of a single drop falling somewhere far away in the dark. Let it slow your mind right down, drop by gentle drop, until every thought comes further and further apart, quieter and quieter, and you drift down at last into the deep, still dark of sleep. Our 45th little wonder is about the soft way a cat curls itself into a warm ball to sleep away the afternoon. Picture a cat finding a patch of warm sun on a quiet windowsill, turning around once, twice, and then settling itself down, curling up small and soft, tucking its nose beneath its tail, folding itself into a warm and cozy little ball. And then it just sleeps, deeply, easily, completely, its sides rising and falling with slow, soft breaths, its whole body loose and warm and heavy in the sunlight, without a single worry in the world. Cats are wonderfully good at this, at giving themselves over entirely to rest, at melting into sleep the very moment they feel warm and safe, holding nothing back, tensing nothing, simply letting go all at once into the deepest and easiest kind of sleep. There's a lot we could learn from that, honestly. That soft, complete surrender to rest, that trust that it's safe now to let everything go. So let yourself curl into that same warm comfort now. Feel yourself settling, softening, tucking in against the quiet, letting your whole body go loose and warm and heavy, like a sleeping cat in a patch of afternoon sun, safe and calm, and ready to melt all the way down into a deep and easy sleep. Our 46th little fact is about the gentle glowing colors that spread slowly across the sky in the last quiet minutes before the sun goes down. As the day draws softly to its close, the light begins to change, slow and gentle, and the whole wide sky fills up with the softest colors there are. Pale gold and rose and the palest amber, deepening slowly into soft violet and dusky blue as the sun sinks lower and lower toward the far horizon. It happens without any hurry at all, that slow spreading of quiet color, each shade melting gently into the next, the whole sky glowing soft and warm and calm, hushing the world below into stillness. Birds settle into the trees, the wind dies down, and everything seems to pause just for a little while to watch the day let go of its light, softly and peacefully, giving way to the calm of the coming night. Let those soft colors glow gently across your mind now, that warm, slow fading of the light, that peaceful hush that comes at the end of the day. And let it tell your whole body that it's time now, time to let the day go, time to soften and settle and drift down toward the deep, quiet dark of sleep, easy and calm and unhurried, just like the sun slipping softly below the hills. Our 47th little wonder is about the soft, slow way that dew gathers on the grass in the cool hours just before dawn. All through the quiet of the night, while the world lies sleeping, the air cools down little by little, and the tiny bits of water it's been carrying all day begin to settle, gently, silently, onto every blade of grass and every folded leaf. No one sees it happen. There's no sound to it at all. Just the slow, patient gathering of one small drop after another, until by first light, the whole field is covered in a soft silver shimmer, each tiny bead catching the very first of the morning glow. It's one of the quietest things that happens in this whole wide world, that slow settling of dew in the dark, asking nothing of anyone, needing no help at all, simply happening on its own while everything rests. Let that same quiet gathering settle over you now, that soft, slow, silent stillness, that sense of the world cooling gently down toward calm. And let each slow breath you take be like one more drop settling softly into place, drawing you down, easy and unhurried, toward the deep and quiet rest that's waiting for you. Our 48th little fact is about the gentle, drifting way that a leaf lets go of its branch in the autumn and floats slowly down to the ground. When the time comes, the leaf doesn't struggle and it doesn't cling. It simply loosens its hold, quietly, and lets the air carry it wherever it will, turning softly, tipping this way and that, drifting down in long, slow, lazy circles through the cool and golden light. There's no hurry in it at all, and there's no fear either. Just that soft, easy letting go, that gentle surrender to the slow pull of the ground far below. And when it lands at last, it settles among all the others, soft and still, resting quietly on the cool earth. There's something wonderfully peaceful about that, honestly. That trust in the falling, that willingness to simply let go and drift wherever the air decides to take you. So let yourself drift the very same way now. Loosen your hold on the day, gently, the way a leaf loosens its hold on the branch, and let yourself float slowly down, turning softly, sinking easy and calm through the quiet, until you settle at last into the deep, still rest of sleep. Our 49th little wonder is about the slow, deep quiet of a forest in the very middle of the night. Picture the tall, dark trees standing close together, still and patient, their branches barely moving in the soft night air. The birds have long since tucked their heads beneath their wings. The small creatures of the day have all curled up warm in their hidden places. And over the whole forest, there settles a hush so deep and so complete that you could almost reach out and touch it. A soft, living quiet, full of the slow breathing of 1,000 sleeping things. Now and then, far off, an owl calls once, low and gentle, and then the silence folds back over everything, softer than before. The moon slips slowly between the branches, laying down thin, pale ribbons of light across the forest floor, and everything rests, deeply and easily, held safe in the dark. Let that deep forest quiet settle all around you now, that soft, safe, sheltering stillness, that sense of a whole world resting gently in the dark. And let it draw you down, slow and easy, into the same deep and peaceful sleep. Our 50th little fact, and we're halfway through now, so let yourself sink even a little deeper, is about the way a great whale sings its slow, low songs across the vast and open sea. Far out in the deep, where the water is dark and endless and calm, the whales send out their long, low calls, deep, slow notes that roll on, drifting through the water for miles and miles, further than almost any other sound in the whole wide world can travel. There's no rush to their singing at all. Each note stretches out long and low and patient, rising and falling in slow, gentle waves, carrying softly through the quiet dark to some faraway friend they may never even see. It's one of the oldest and most peaceful songs there is. That slow whale song rolling through the deep, sung in no hurry whatsoever, simply drifting on through the calm and endless water. Let those long, low, gentle notes roll softly through your mind now, slow and deep and unhurried, and let them carry you further and further out past all your busy thoughts, out into the deep, calm, quiet dark, where there's nothing left to do but rest and drift and finally sleep. Our 51st little wonder is about the soft, slow way that clouds gather quietly around the top of a tall mountain. High up, where the air is cool and clear and still, the clouds drift in slowly, one wisp at a time, wrapping themselves gently around the mountain's peak, like a soft, pale blanket settling into place. They move without any hurry at all, curling and folding and drifting, softening every hard edge of the stone, until the whole summit seems to sleep beneath them, hidden and hushed and warm. And the mountain doesn't mind at all. It simply stands there, patient and still, letting the clouds gather and rest against it, letting itself be wrapped up soft and quiet in the cool mountain air. Let that same soft blanket settle over you now, that gentle, drifting hush, that slow gathering of quiet all around you, wrapping you up warm and safe and still, softening every last edge of the day until you're hidden away, cozy and calm, deep in the soft and easy dark of sleep. Our 50-second little fact is about the slow, patient way that a river carves a winding valley over an unimaginable stretch of time. Long, long ago, the land lay flat and unbroken, and then a river began to flow across it, soft and steady, never hurrying, never stopping, tracing the very same gentle path day after day, year after year, longer than anyone could ever hope to count. And little by little, drop by patient drop, that soft and steady water wore its way down into the stone, carving a deep and winding valley through the hills, curving gently this way and that, in no hurry at all to reach the far-off sea. It took more years than there are stars in the sky, and the river never rushed a single one of them. It simply flowed, calm and constant, doing its quiet work in the soft and easy way that water always does. Let that slow, patient calm flow softly through you now. That gentle, unhurried steadiness, that sense of deep time moving slow and easy. And let it smooth away the last of the day, wearing every worry gently down, until your mind runs quiet and calm and clear, and you drift softly down toward the deep, still sea of sleep. Our 53rd little wonder is about the warm, gentle way that lantern light glows softly through a window on a quiet winter evening. Picture a small house tucked into the snow, the world outside all cold and dark and still, and in one window, a single warm light burning soft and gold against the night. It doesn't flicker or flare. It simply glows there, steady and warm and welcoming, spilling a soft pool of golden light out across the snow, telling anyone who passes that here is a place of warmth and rest and safety, a place to come in out of the cold and let the long day go. There's something deeply comforting about that soft glow in the dark, honestly. That quiet promise of warmth waiting somewhere close. That gentle golden light holding back the cold of the night. So let that same warm light glow softly inside you now, steady and gold and gentle, filling you up with a soft and quiet warmth, holding back the dark, telling your whole body that you're safe now, and warm now, and free at last to sink down into the deep and cozy comfort of sleep. Our 54th little fact is about the slow, easy way that a hot spring steams gently in the cool morning air. Deep in the quiet hills, where warm water rises softly up from far below, there are little pools that steam and shimmer in the cool of the early day. The warmth of the water meeting the coolness of the air, sending up slow, curling wisps of soft white mist that drift and turn and fade away into the quiet. The water is warm and still and gentle, barely moving at all, and the steam rises from it slow and lazy, curling up in soft, unhurried ribbons that melt away into the pale morning light. Everything about it is warm and calm and easy. That gentle heat, that soft rising mist, that deep and quiet stillness in the early hills, let that warm and easy calm settle over you now. That soft, rising warmth, that gentle drifting mist, and let it loosen every tired muscle, soften every last little knot of the day, until your whole body feels warm and loose and heavy, sinking down, slow and easy, into the deep, still comfort of sleep. Our 55th little wonder is about the soft, slow way that a spider spins its web in the quiet of the early dawn, before the world wakes up. While the light is still pale and gray and gentle, the little spider sets patiently to work, drawing out one fine silvery thread after another, weaving them together slow and careful into a soft and delicate wheel of silk. It never rushes and it never frets. It simply works, quietly and steadily, spinning each thin thread into place, turning and looping, and tying it all together with a patience that seems to have no end. And when the morning dew settles softly over it at last, the whole web glimmers there in the early light, a small and perfect thing, spun quietly in the dark, while the rest of the world lay sleeping. Let that same soft, quiet patience settle over you now. That slow and steady weaving, that calm and unhurried care, and let each gentle breath draw one more soft thread of stillness across your mind, until every busy thought is wrapped up, quiet and calm, and you drift softly down into the deep and easy rest of sleep. Our 56th little fact is about the deep, slow way that the whole wide ocean holds its warmth long after the sun goes down. All through the bright hours of the day, the sea drinks in the warmth of the sun, slow and steady, holding it deep within itself. And when evening comes at last, and the sun slips down below the far horizon, the ocean doesn't cool all at once, the way the land does. Instead, it keeps that warmth held close, deep down in its slow and patient depths, letting it go only little by little, softly, gently, all through the long, dark hours of the night. That's why the sea breeze often turns so soft and warm as the evening settles in. It's the ocean, quietly breathing out the warmth it gathered through the day, in no hurry at all to let it go. Let that same deep, held warmth settle through you now, slow and steady and gentle, warming you softly from somewhere deep inside, letting the day go little by little, easy and unhurried, until you drift all the way down into the warm and quiet dark of sleep. Our 57th little wonder is about the gentle, drifting way that seeds float softly through the air on a warm and lazy summer breeze. When the time is right, the tall, ripe flowers let their tiny seeds go, each one wrapped up soft in the finest, lightest little tuft of white, and the warm breeze lifts them up and carries them away, floating, turning, drifting slow and dreamy across the fields and the meadows and the quiet, sunlit hills. There's no destination they're rushing toward, and no path they have to follow. They simply drift wherever the soft air takes them, rising and falling on the gentle currents, in no hurry at all to come to rest, letting the warm breeze carry them wherever it will. And wherever they finally settle, soft and quiet on the warm earth, a new flower will one day grow. Let yourself drift the very same easy way now, light and soft and free of every care, floating gently on the quiet, letting go of the day, carried slow and dreamy on the softest of breezes, down and down and down, into the warm and gentle dark of a deep and peaceful sleep. Our 58th little fact is about the slow, quiet way that the tide leaves its gifts behind on the sand. All through the long hours of the night, the water rises and falls, rolling in soft and easy along the shore, And each time it draws back again, it leaves a little something behind. A smooth gray pebble, a curl of pale seaweed, a small and perfect shell, polished round and smooth by all the years of gentle turning. Nobody places these things there, and nobody comes to collect them. They simply arrive, one by one, laid down soft and quiet on the wet sand by the patient, unhurried hands of the sea. And in the morning, when the first light spreads across the beach, there they all are, waiting quietly to be found, each one carried in from somewhere far away, set down gently while the whole world slept. Let yourself be carried that same soft way now, held easy on a slow and gentle tide, set down somewhere quiet and safe and warm, and let the day draw back like the water going out, leaving you resting soft and still, drifting all the way down into the deep and easy dark of sleep. Our 59th little wonder is about the slow, soft way that frost draws its delicate patterns across a window pane on a cold winter night. While everyone sleeps warm beneath their blankets, the cold works quietly at the glass, and there, without a single sound, the frost begins to grow, spreading out in fine, feathery lines, in tiny ferns and flowers and stars, each one branching softly into the next. No hand guides it, and no one is watching as it forms. It simply spreads, slow and patient, across the cold glass through the long, still hours of the night, weaving its quiet lacework in the dark. And when morning comes at last, the whole window is covered over in soft white patterns, glittering there in the first pale light, a small and delicate wonder made quietly while the world lay sleeping. Let that same soft quiet settle over you now, that slow and patient spreading, that gentle work done in the still of the night. And let each easy breath draw a little more calm across your mind, until you drift softly down into the warm and peaceful dark of rest. Our 60th little fact, and we're well past the halfway point now, so let yourself sink a good deal deeper, is about the slow, easy way that a great flock of birds settles down to roost as the evening comes on. All through the fading light, they gather in the tall old trees, one after another, folding their wings and shuffling close, settling their feathers and murmuring softly to each other in the gathering dusk. There's no rush to it, and no fuss. One by one they grow quiet, and one by one they grow still, until the whole flock is at rest together, tucked up warm and safe among the branches, breathing soft and slow as the last of the light goes out of the sky. And there they stay, all through the long dark hours, resting quietly side by side, waiting for the morning. Let yourself settle down that same soft way now, folding everything in close, growing quiet, growing still, letting the day go dark and easy around you until you're resting deep and warm and safe, and you drift all the way down into a long and peaceful sleep. Our 61st little wonder is about the soft, slow way that a great glacier moves down through a mountain valley over the long, slow march of time. It seems, to look at it, as though it never moves at all, a vast and silent river of ice, held still and quiet between the high, cold peaks. But it does move, ever so slowly, deep down inside itself, sliding forward just a little each day, so slow that no eye could ever catch it in the act. Year after year, and age after age, it presses gently on, carrying its weight of ice and stone down through the valley, in no hurry at all, patient beyond all understanding. Whole lifetimes pass in the time it takes to move the smallest distance, And still it goes on, quiet and unhurried, exactly as it always has. Let that same deep, slow patience settle through you now, that vast and quiet stillness, that gentle, endless ease. And let go of every hurry, every worry, sinking soft and slow and heavy into the warm and peaceful dark of rest. Our 60-second little fact is about the quiet, drifting way that a single lily floats upon the still surface of a pond. There it rests, out on the calm dark water, its broad green leaf spread flat and easy, its pale petals open soft to the gentle air. It doesn't drift far, and it doesn't drift fast. It simply floats where it is, turning ever so slightly, with the faintest movement of the water beneath it, holding itself open and calm in the warm and quiet light. The whole day long it rests there, unbothered and unhurried, rising and falling the tiniest bit as the water breathes softly below, in no hurry to be anywhere but exactly where it is. And when the evening comes, it folds itself gently closed again, resting quiet on the dark water through the night. Let yourself float that same easy way now, resting soft and open on something calm and still and deep, letting the water hold you, letting the quiet carry you, drifting gently down into the warm dark of a peaceful sleep. Our 63rd little wonder is about the slow, warm way that a stretch of sun-baked stone gives back its heat as the evening settles in. All through the long, bright hours of the day, the old gray stones drink in the warmth of the sun, holding it deep within themselves, storing it up quietly hour after hour. And when the sun goes down at last, and the cool of the evening comes creeping in, the stones don't lose that warmth all at once. Instead, they let it go slowly, softly, giving it back to the cool air little by little, so that if you lay your hand upon them long after dark, you'd feel them still warm beneath your palm, holding the memory of the day within them. Let that same gentle warmth settle through you now, held deep and easy somewhere inside you, given back slow and soft into the quiet of the night, warming you gently from within until every last bit of the day melts away and you sink into the warm and peaceful dark of sleep. Our 64th little fact is about the soft, slow way that a great field of tall wheat sways together beneath the wind on a warm and golden afternoon. When the breeze moves across it, the whole field bends and shifts as one, a slow and rolling wave of gold passing gently over the land, rising and falling, curving and turning, without a single stalk left out of it. There's no sharpness to the motion, and no hurry in it either. Just that long, soft rolling, back and forth, back and forth. The same slow rhythm passing over the field again and again as the warm wind breathes across it. It's a motion that could lull you to sleep just to watch it. That endless, gentle swaying beneath the wide and quiet sky. Let that same slow rhythm move through you now, soft and easy, back and forth, rising and falling like the wheat beneath the breeze. And let it rock you gently down, wave after quiet wave, into the warm and golden dark of a deep and easy sleep. Our 65th little wonder is about the quiet, patient way that the deep roots of an old tree reach down into the cool, dark earth below. While all the world above goes about its noise and hurry, the roots move slowly through the soil, spreading wider and reaching deeper year by year, feeling their way gently through the dark, in no rush at all to arrive anywhere. They hold the whole great tree steady through every storm and every wind, and they draw up cool water from far below, quietly, patiently, all through the seasons of its long life. No one ever sees them working, hidden away down there in the dark, and yet they never stop, holding on and reaching down, slow and steady and sure. Let yourself feel that same deep steadiness now, rooted and settled, held safe and firm, reaching down into something calm and cool and quiet. And let it hold you gently as you let the day go, sinking soft and slow into the deep and restful dark of sleep. Our 66th little fact is about the soft, slow way that a warm bath of milk cools gently in a bowl left standing on the table. Set down while it's still warm, it sits there quietly in the soft light, letting its warmth slip out into the room little by little, cooling so slow and easy that you'd never catch the change from one moment to the next. A thin, soft skin forms gently across the top, and a faint curl of steam rises up and fades away. And all the while, it simply rests there calm and still, giving up its warmth to the quiet air without the slightest hurry. There's something deeply peaceful in a thing that cools so slowly, so gently, taking all the time in the world about it. Let yourself settle that same soft way now, warm and still and calm, letting the day slip out of you little by little, cooling gently into rest. And let each quiet breath carry you further down into the soft and peaceful dark of a deep and easy sleep. Our 67th little wonder is about the gentle drifting way that a paper boat floats slowly along a quiet stream. Set upon the water, it turns a moment, finding its balance, and then it begins to move, carried soft and easy on the slow current, spinning gently now and then, drifting past the reeds and the mossy stones and the low green banks. It doesn't steer, and it doesn't struggle. It simply goes where the water takes it, riding the gentle flow, turning slowly this way and that, in no hurry at all to reach the end of its journey. The stream carries it on, patient and unhurried, past all the quiet things along the shore, on and on beneath the soft and dappled light. Let yourself drift that same easy way now, carried soft on a slow and gentle current, turning quietly, letting go of every care, and let the quiet flow of it carry you on and on, down and down, into the warm and peaceful dark of sleep. Our 68th little fact is about the slow, soft way that a heavy blanket of fresh snow settles down over a sleeping town at night. It comes down quiet, flake by flake, each one drifting slow and easy out of the dark sky, settling soft on the rooftops and the streets and the still, bare branches of the trees. And as it gathers, it lays a deep and gentle hush over everything, wrapping the whole town up warm and quiet beneath a smooth white cover, muffling every sound until the world goes soft and still. No footsteps break it, and no voices carry through it. There's only the quiet falling of the snow, and the deep and peaceful silence it lays down over all the sleeping houses. Let that same soft hush settle over you now, deep and gentle and quiet, wrapping you up warm, muffling every last sound and thought, and let it cover you over softly, layer by gentle layer, until you drift all the way down into the deep and silent dark of sleep. Our 69th little wonder is about the calm, steady way that the great old lighthouse turns its slow light out across the dark and quiet sea. All through the long night, it keeps its patient watch, its warm beams sweeping slowly round and round, reaching far out over the black water, steady and sure and never hurried. Round it goes and round again, in the same slow and even rhythm, hour after quiet hour, a soft and faithful light in the middle of all that dark. It asks for nothing, and it never falters. It simply turns, gentle and constant, watching over the water through the whole long night until the morning comes at last. Let that same slow, steady rhythm move through you now, round and round, soft and even, calm and unhurried. And let it carry your mind along with it, turning gently, letting go, until every thought grows quiet, and you drift softly down into the deep and easy dark of a peaceful sleep. Our 70th little fact is about the soft, slow way that a warm summer rain soaks gently down into the thirsty earth. It falls without a storm and without a sound of thunder, just a soft and steady patter, warm and easy, sinking down into the soil little by little, drop by gentle drop. The dry ground drinks it in slow, softening and darkening as the rain seeps deeper, reaching down to the quiet roots that wait below, in no hurry at all. And when it's done, the whole world smells of warm, wet earth, clean and calm and green, and everything rests a little easier for the drink. Let that same soft rain settle through you now, sinking gently down, drop by quiet drop, soaking away all the dryness and the dust of the day. And let it soften everything within you, easy and slow, until you drift all the way down into the warm and gentle dark of a deep and peaceful sleep. Our 71st little wonder is about the quiet, drifting way that dust motes float slowly through a shaft of afternoon sunlight in a still and peaceful room. When the light comes slanting in through the window, there they are, thousands of tiny specks, drifting soft and slow through the golden air, rising and falling and turning gently, so light they hardly seem to move at all. There's no pattern to it, and no hurry, just that soft and endless drifting, floating this way and that on the faintest breath of air, catching the light for a moment, and then fading softly out of it again. You could watch them for the longest time and never grow tired of it, that slow and dreamy dance in the quiet gold of the afternoon. Let yourself drift that same soft way now, light as a mote of dust, turning gently in a warm and golden light, going wherever the quiet takes you. And let it carry you slowly down, soft and easy, into the deep and peaceful dark of sleep. Our 72nd little fact is about the slow, soft way that a big harvest moon hangs low and golden just above the edge of the world on a warm autumn night. You've probably seen it, that great round moon sitting close to the treetops, glowing a deep and honeyed gold, so much bigger and warmer than it seems when it climbs up high. It's not really any bigger, of course. It only looks that way because it's resting down near the things we know, the hills and the fields and the far-off roofs, and our quiet minds can't help but measure it against them. And so it swells, soft and golden and low, filling the edge of the night with a warm and gentle light. There's something so peaceful about that low, slow moon, hanging there in no hurry at all, watching over the sleeping fields. Let that same warm gold settle over you now, low and heavy and soft, filling the whole quiet edge of your mind. And let it draw you gently down, easy and slow, until you drift all the way into the deep and golden dark of sleep. Our 73rd little wonder is about the quiet, unhurried way that a great old sea turtle glides along through the warm blue water, far from any shore. It moves without any rush at all, sweeping its wide flippers slow and easy, gliding on and on through the soft blue light. letting the warm current carry it wherever it's going. It has swum these same waters for longer than you'd believe. Some of these gentle old creatures live for 100 years or more, drifting quietly through the sea, watching the world go slowly by. It has no schedule and no worries, nowhere it needs to be by any certain hour. It simply glides, calm and steady, through the endless warm and blue. Let yourself glide that same slow way now, weightless and easy, held up soft and warm by the quiet water all around you. And let it carry you gently onward, drifting further and further down, until you sink at last into the deep and peaceful blue of sleep. Our 74th little fact is about the soft, slow way that a wide field of lavender sways together in the warm and drowsy afternoon. Row after row of it, a whole gentle sea of soft purple, leaning slowly this way and then slowly that as the warm breeze moves across it, all of it swaying together in one long, easy wave. And the smell of it drifts up warm and sweet on the air, that soft and dreamy scent that seems to slow your very breath, calming everything it touches, easing every knot and every worry clean away. The bees move through it slow and heavy, drunk on all that sweetness, and the whole warm field hums a low and drowsy hum in the golden afternoon light. Let that same soft purple sway move through you now, slow and even, sweet and warm, leaning gently with the breeze, and let its drowsy calm settle deep into every part of you, until you drift all the way down into the soft and fragrant dark of a deep and easy sleep. Our 75th little wonder, and we're 3/4 of the way through now, so let yourself sink a good deal deeper, is about the slow, quiet way that a great and ancient redwood tree stands tall and still through the long and silent years. Some of these grand old trees have been standing for 2,000 years or more, growing slow and steady all that time, reaching up little by little toward the light, patient beyond anything we can really imagine. They have stood through more quiet nights than you could ever count, through more soft rains and slow dawns and gentle falls of snow than there are stars overhead. And still they stand, calm and rooted and sure, breathing slow, swaying just the tiniest bit high up in the dark, asking for nothing at all. Let that same deep and ancient calm settle into you now, rooted and still and steady, in no hurry to be anywhere, holding quiet through the long, slow hours of the night, and let it carry you gently down into the deep and peaceful dark of sleep. Our 76th little fact is about the gentle drifting way that a soft warm current of air rises slowly up a hillside on a lazy summer evening. As the day cools down, the warm air that gathered all afternoon begins to lift, rising slow and soft up the long green slope, carrying with it the smell of grass and earth and warm stone, unhurried and easy. The birds ride it without a single beat of their wings, just tilting and turning, held up gentle on that rising warmth, floating in wide and lazy circles as the light turns gold and then soft rose. There's no effort to it at all, just that slow, warm lifting, carrying everything gently upward into the quiet of the evening. Let that same soft warmth lift you now, rising slow and easy, held up gently, floating higher and softer with every quiet breath. And let it carry all your weight and all your worry drifting up and away, until you sink down soft into the deep and gentle dark of sleep. Our 77th little wonder is about the slow, soft way that a great and quiet desert cools beneath the wide and star-filled sky at night, All through the long, hot day, the sand holds the sun's fierce warmth. But when the light slips down below the far horizon, the whole vast land begins to cool, slow and easy, breathing out its heat into the still night air, and the sky above it fills with more stars than you'd ever see anywhere else. Thousands upon thousands of them, soft and clear and close in the deep dark, spread from one edge of the world clean across to the other. The whole wide desert lies quiet beneath them, cool and calm and still, resting easy under all that gentle light. Let that same wide and starry calm settle over you now, cool and quiet and endless, watched over by 1,000 soft and distant lights. And let it carry your mind out into all that peaceful dark, until you drift softly down into the deep and easy sleep that's waiting for you. Our 78th little fact is about the soft, slow way that a warm loaf of bread cools gently on the kitchen table on a quiet morning. Fresh from the oven, it rests there on its little cloth, steam curling up soft and slow into the calm morning air, filling the whole quiet kitchen with that warm and homely smell, the coziest smell there is. And as it sits there, it settles slowly, cooling little by little, in no hurry at all, its warm crust crackling ever so softly as it rests. There's something so peaceful about it, that warm loaf on the table, and the quiet golden morning light falling gentle across it. It asks for nothing but to sit and cool and fill the room with comfort. Let that same warm and homely calm settle through you now, cozy and soft and easy, filling every corner of you with quiet comfort. And let it wrap around you gentle and warm, until you sink all the way down into the deep and comfortable dark of sleep. Our 79th little wonder is about the quiet, patient way that a single drop of dew clings soft to the tip of a leaf in the still gray hush before the dawn. It gathers there through the cool of the night, slow and silent, one tiny round of water growing softly on the very edge of the green, catching within it the whole dim and quiet world. It holds there, perfectly still, in no hurry to fall, trembling just the faintest bit as the first soft breath of morning stirs the leaf. And inside that little drop, the whole gray dawn is held upside down and small. The sky and the far trees and the coming light, all cradled quiet in a single bead of water. Let yourself rest that same soft and quiet way now, perfectly still, holding gentle and calm, cradling the whole quiet world within you. And let that stillness carry you slowly down, soft and easy, into the deep and silent dark of a peaceful sleep. Our 80th little fact, and we're getting near the end now, so let yourself go a good deal deeper, is about the slow, warm way that embers glow soft and orange in the hearth long after the fire has burned down low. When the flames have all gone quiet and the room has grown still, the embers stay, glowing that deep and gentle orange, breathing their warmth out slow into the dark, pulsing ever so faintly brighter and then softer, like something slowly falling asleep. They give off no crackle now, no leaping light, just that low and steady warmth, calm and quiet and enough. And you can sit before them the longest time, warm and drowsy and content, watching that soft orange glow breathe slowly in the dark. Let that same low and gentle warmth settle deep into you now, glowing soft and calm, breathing slow, pulsing quietly down toward rest. And let it warm you through and through, until you drift all the way down into the deep and glowing dark of sleep. Our 81st little wonder is about the soft, slow way that a great gray heron stands perfectly still at the quiet edge of a pond at dusk. It waits there on its long, thin legs, calm and patient beyond all telling, so still that the water lies flat and unbroken all around it, so still it might almost be carved from stone. It's in no hurry at all. It simply stands, quiet and watchful, as the light fades soft across the water and the first cool of the evening settles in, and the whole pond grows calm around it, the reeds gone still, the surface smooth as glass, everything holding its breath in the gentle hush of dusk. Let yourself grow that same soft way still now, calm and patient and unhurried, quiet as a heron at the water's edge, letting the whole world settle smooth around you. And let that deep stillness carry you gently down, soft and slow, into the deep and peaceful dark of sleep. Our 82nd little fact is about the gentle, drifting way that a warm ocean current carries its soft heat slowly across the whole wide world. Deep beneath the surface of the sea, great rivers of warm water move slow and steady through the cold, flowing on for thousands of miles, carrying their gentle warmth from one far shore to another, all in no hurry at all. They move so slowly that a single drop of water might take 1,000 years to make the whole long journey round, drifting patient through the dark and quiet deep, warming the world little by little as it goes. It's the slowest and softest of journeys, endless and calm, turning gently through the great blue dark. Let yourself drift that same slow way now, carried soft and warm on a quiet current, in no hurry to arrive, turning gently through the deep and endless blue. And let it bear you slowly onward, further and softer, until you sink at last into the deep and peaceful dark of sleep. Our 83rd little wonder is about the quiet, unhurried way that a soft blanket of moss spreads slowly across an old stone in the shade of the woods. It grows so gently and so slow you'd never catch it moving, just spreading out a little more each quiet season, soft and green and cool, wrapping the old gray stone in a gentle coat of living velvet. It asks for nothing but a little shade and a little damp, and it gives back the softest green there is, cushioning the stone, soft enough to rest your head upon. And all around it, the woods stay quiet and still, the light falling green and dim through the leaves, everything cool and calm and slow. Let that same soft green calm settle over you now, gentle and cool and slow, spreading quiet through every part of you, cushioning you soft as moss on an old stone. And let it carry you gently down, easy and slow, into the deep and peaceful dark of sleep. Our 84th little fact is about the slow, soft way that a full and gentle sail fills with wind and carries a small boat quietly across a calm and open bay. There's no engine and no noise, just the soft push of the wind and the gentle lean of the boat, sliding smooth and easy across the calm water, leaving the softest trail of ripples spreading out behind. The sail curves full and white against the soft blue sky, and the water slips by slow beneath the hull with a quiet whispering sound, gentle and steady and calm. It moves just as fast as the wind wants it to, and not one bit faster, in no hurry at all, gliding easy across the wide and quiet bay. Let yourself glide that same soft way now, carried gentle and easy by a quiet wind, sliding smooth across calm water, in no hurry to reach any shore. and let it bear you slowly onward, softer and further, until you drift all the way down into the deep and gentle dark of sleep. Our 85th little wonder is about the soft, slow way that a wide and quiet lake lies perfectly still beneath the early morning sky, so smooth and calm it holds a mirror to the whole world above. There's not a ripple on it, not a single one, just a great sheet of silver water lying flat and easy in the cool gray light, holding the mountains and the sky and the last few fading stars all upside down inside itself. Nothing moves out there, nothing hurries, and the water simply rests, deep and dark and patient, waiting for the sun to come and warm it. A single leaf might drift down and touch the surface, and the whole calm mirror would tremble just a little, soft rings spreading slow and wide before they fade away to nothing, and the stillness comes back deeper than before. Let that same deep stillness settle over you now, smooth and calm and mirror flat, holding the whole quiet world softly inside you, and let it carry you gently down, easy and slow, into the deep and peaceful dark of sleep. Our 86th little fact is about the gentle, drifting way that a warm and lazy afternoon slows almost to a stop in the long golden hours before evening. You know the kind of afternoon I mean. The light turns thick and honeyed, the air goes soft and warm, and everything seems to move a little slower than it did before. The bees drift lazy from flower to flower, in no hurry at all. A dog stretches out in a warm patch of sun and sighs and falls asleep. Even the shadows seem to lengthen so slowly you'd never catch them moving. It's the kind of afternoon that asks nothing of you, that lets you sink into a chair and let your eyes grow heavy and simply be warm and easy and calm. Let that same slow, golden warmth settle over you now, thick and soft and unhurried, slowing every part of you down to the gentlest of drifts. And let it bear you slowly onward, softer and further, until you sink all the way down into the deep and gentle dark of sleep. Our 87th little wonder is about the quiet, patient way that a great sand dune shifts ever so slowly across the desert over the long, slow years. It moves so gently, you'd never see it happen. Just a single grain of sand at a time, lifted soft by the wind, and set back down a little further along, over and over, patient and slow, for years and years and years. And little by little, grain by quiet grain, the whole great dune drifts on across the desert, smooth and golden and calm, in no hurry to arrive anywhere at all. It keeps the soft curved shape the wind gives it, rounded and gentle, rising and falling like a slow wave frozen in the warm and quiet sand. Let yourself drift that same slow way now, one soft grain at a time, in no hurry to go anywhere, carried gentle by the quiet wind across the warm and endless calm. And let it carry you gently down, soft and slow, into the deep and peaceful dark of sleep. Our 88th little fact is about the soft, slow way that a warm cup of tea sends its gentle steam curling up into the quiet air of an early evening. It sits there on the table, warm and full and patient, giving off the softest curl of steam that rises slow and easy, and turns and folds upon itself before it fades away to nothing in the cool and quiet air. The warmth of it seeps into your hands and up your arms and settles somewhere deep inside you, easy and calm, asking nothing of you at all. And the little curl of steam keeps rising, slow and soft and endless, drawing gentle shapes in the still air of the room before it melts away. Let that same soft warmth settle into you now, gentle and slow, seeping deep into every tired part of you, rising and fading soft as steam on a quiet evening. And let it bear you slowly onward, softer and further, until you drift all the way down into the deep and gentle dark of sleep. Our 89th little wonder is about the quiet, unhurried way that a great river of stars turns slowly overhead through the long hours of the night. All through the dark, while the whole world sleeps below, that soft band of light wheels gently across the sky, turning slow and steady the way it has for longer than anyone can imagine. It's in no hurry at all, that great slow river of stars, drifting soft across the dark from one edge of the night to the other, carrying its countless quiet lights along with it, calm and endless and slow. And underneath it all, the sleeping world turns too, gentle and slow, rolling soft through the dark toward the morning. Let yourself turn that same slow way now, carried gentle beneath a whole slow river of stars, drifting soft through the quiet dark, with nowhere to be, and all night to get there. And let it carry you gently down, easy and slow, into the deep and peaceful dark of sleep. Our 90th little fact, and we're getting very near the end now, so let yourself sink a good deal deeper, is about the soft, slow way that a gentle snowfall keeps on falling silently through the whole long quiet of the night. Out there in the dark, while everything sleeps, the snow comes down soft and steady, flake after flake after flake, each one drifting slow and easy through the still and silent air. There's no wind to hurry it, no sound at all, just the endless gentle falling of the snow, settling soft and white over every roof and every field and every sleeping street, hushing the whole wide world beneath a deep and quiet blanket. By morning, it will lie thick and soft and smooth over everything. But for now, it simply falls, patient and slow, through the deep and gentle dark. Let that same soft quiet settle over you now, gentle and endless and slow, drifting down over every part of you, hushing you soft beneath a deep white calm. And let it bear you slowly onward, softer and further, into the deep and peaceful dark of sleep. Our 91st little wonder is about the slow, easy way that a warm tide pool rests quiet and still among the rocks, while the great sea breathes far off in the distance. It's a tiny, calm little world, that pool, warmed gentle by the sun and sheltered soft among the stones, holding its own small ocean safe and still, while the big waves crash and pull somewhere far away. Little creatures drift slow and easy through its warm, clear water, in no hurry at all, and the light comes down soft and green through the surface, dappling the sandy bottom in gentle patterns that shift and sway. It's a quiet, sheltered, peaceful place, warm and calm and safe, waiting patient for the tide to come back in and gather it up again. Let yourself rest that same quiet way now, warm and sheltered and calm, held soft and safe in a still little pool of your own, far from anything that pulls or hurries. And let it carry you gently down, easy and slow, into the deep and gentle dark of sleep. Our 92nd little fact is about the gentle, drifting way that a soft dandelion seed floats slowly through the warm, still air of a summer afternoon. It lifts off light as anything, that little seed carried up on the softest breath of air, and it drifts and turns and floats along so slow and easy you could watch it for the longest time, It has nowhere in particular to be, and it's in no hurry at all to get there, just drifting gentle on the warm, still air, rising a little and sinking a little, turning soft as it goes. And when at last it settles soft and quiet, coming to rest as gentle as a whisper somewhere in the warm green grass. Let yourself float that same soft way now, light as a seed on the warm, still air, in no hurry to land, drifting gentle and slow with nowhere at all to be. And let it bear you slowly onward, softer and further, until you sink all the way down into the deep and peaceful dark of sleep. Our 93rd little wonder is about the quiet, patient way that an old stone bridge stands calm and steady over a slow river for 100 years and more. It was built long ago by patient hands, stone laid gently upon stone, and it has stood there ever since, calm and quiet and strong, while the slow river slides beneath it year after year after year. It's seen 1,000 quiet mornings come and go, 1,000 soft evenings settle down over the water, and it has simply stood there through it all, patient and calm, asking nothing, holding steady, letting the slow water pass beneath in no hurry at all. The moss grows soft and green along its old gray stones, and the river murmurs low and gentle underneath, and everything is calm and slow and still. Let that same deep steadiness settle into you now, calm and patient and strong, standing quiet while the slow river of the day slides gently past beneath you, and let it carry you gently down, easy and slow, into the deep and gentle dark of sleep. Our 94th little fact is about the soft, slow way that a warm summer evening lingers long and golden after the sun has slipped below the hills. The light doesn't hurry off, not on an evening like that. It lingers soft and golden in the sky for the longest time, fading slow from gold to rose to a deep and gentle blue, in no hurry at all to give way to the night. The air stays warm and soft, and the first few stars come out slow and quiet, one by one, and somewhere far off, a bird sings its last few sleepy notes and then falls still. Everything slows down and grows soft and calm, easing gently toward the quiet of the night. Let that same slow golden calm settle over you now, soft and warm and lingering, fading gentle from the light of day into the deep blue quiet of the night. And let it bear you slowly onward, softer and further, until you drift all the way down into the deep and peaceful dark of sleep. Our 95th little wonder is about the quiet, drifting way that a soft white cloud lies still and easy against the deep blue sky on a calm and lazy day. It just hangs there, that cloud, soft and round and white, drifting so slow you'd never see it move, resting easy on the warm, still air with all the time in the world. It has no shape it has to keep and know where it has to be, so it simply drifts and softens and slowly changes, spreading gentle and thin across the deep and endless blue. And the whole wide sky is calm around it, quiet and warm and slow, holding that one soft cloud the way still water holds a single leaf. Let yourself drift that same slow way now, soft and easy against a deep and endless calm, in no hurry to hold any shape or reach any place, simply resting gentle on the quiet air, and let it carry you gently down, easy and slow, into the deep and gentle dark of sleep. Our 96th little fact is about the slow, soft way that a gentle spring melts patiently out of the rocks high up on a quiet mountainside. It comes seeping soft and cool from somewhere deep inside the stone, gathering slow into a little pool, and then trickling off gentle down the slope, clear and cold and quiet, in no hurry at all. It's the very beginning of a river, that little spring, though it doesn't know it yet. It just slips soft and easy over the mossy stones, murmuring low and gentle to itself as it goes, cool and clear and calm, and all around it, the mountain stands quiet and still, the air thin and cool and clean, everything peaceful and slow. Let that same soft coolness settle into you now, clear and gentle and calm, trickling slow and easy through every part of you, quiet as a spring on a still mountainside. And let it bear you slowly onward, softer and further, until you sink all the way down into the deep and peaceful dark of sleep. Our 97th little wonder is about the quiet, unhurried way that a great owl sits soft and still on a high branch through the long, calm hours of the night. It sits there so quiet, you'd never know it was there at all, tucked soft and round against the dark, its feathers deep and warm and still, watching the quiet woods below with slow and patient eyes. It's in no hurry, that owl, resting easy on its branch, calm and silent and content, letting the whole long night drift past around it. Now and then, it turns its head, slow and soft, and settles down again, deeper and stiller than before, wrapped warm in its own quiet feathers against the cool of the dark. Let yourself rest that same quiet way now, soft and round and warm, tucked gentle against the dark, calm and content with the whole long night drifting slow around you. And let it carry you gently down, easy and slow, into the deep and gentle dark of sleep. Our 98th little fact is about the soft, slow way that a warm wool blanket holds its gentle heat close around you on a cold and quiet night. There's something so deeply comforting about it, that soft, heavy warmth, wrapping close and gentle all around you, holding the cold away and keeping you snug and easy in your own small pocket of warmth. It doesn't ask anything of you, that blanket. It just holds you soft and close, warm and heavy and calm, easing every part of you down into a deeper kind of rest. And underneath it, the cold night can do whatever it likes, because you're warm and safe and gathered soft into the quiet heat, sinking slow and easy towards sleep. Let that same deep warmth settle over you now, soft and heavy and close, wrapping gentle all around you, holding you warm and safe and calm against the quiet of the night. And let it bear you slowly onward, softer and further, into the deep and peaceful dark of sleep. Our 99th little wonder is about the quiet, patient way that the whole wide world slows down and softens in the last still hour before the dawn. It's the quietest hour there is, that one. The birds haven't woken yet. The sky is still a deep and gentle gray, and everything lies soft and hushed and calm, waiting easy for the light to come. The air is cool and still. The world is quiet and slow, and there's a deep and gentle peace over everything. The kind of peace that settles all the way down into your bones. Nothing stirs, nothing hurries, and the whole tired world simply rests, soft and quiet, in the last calm hush before the morning. Let that same deep peace settle over you now, soft and hushed and calm, quiet as the world in the last still hour before the dawn, resting easy with nothing to do and nowhere to be. And let it carry you gently down, easy and slow, into the deep and gentle dark of sleep. our 100th little wonder. And here we are at the very last one. So let yourself go all the way down now, soft and easy, with nothing left to wait for. Is about the quiet, gentle way that your own slow breathing carries you off to sleep, all on its own, without you having to lift a single finger to help it along. Think about that for just a moment, soft and slow. All through this long, calm night, your breath has been rising and falling, in and out, easy and unhurried, without you telling it to do a single thing. It just knows. It has always known. From the very first breath you ever took, all those years ago, right up to this quiet moment here in the dark, your breathing has kept on going, patient and steady, holding you gently the whole way through. And now, at the end of the day, it's doing the softest work of all, carrying you down, slow and gentle, into sleep. Each breath in gathers you up, soft and warm. Each breath out sets you down a little deeper, a little further, a little closer to the quiet dark where sleep is waiting. You don't have to steer it. You don't have to think about it. You couldn't get it wrong even if you tried. All you have to do is let it happen. Let the breath rise. Let the breath fall. Let it carry you the way a slow tide carries a small boat out into the calm and quiet dark. Let that same soft rhythm hold you now, rising and falling, easy and slow, warm and patient and kind, doing all the work for you while you simply rest. And let it bear you gently down, softer and further, all the way into the deep and peaceful dark of sleep. And that's all 100 of them now. 100 little wonders, one after another, soft and slow, wandering their quiet way through the whole long night. You don't have to hold on to any of them. You never did. They were only ever meant to be soft things to rest your mind on for a moment, the way you'd rest your eyes on a slow fire or on the gentle drift of snow past a window. Something easy to look at, something that asks nothing of you, something that lets the busy part of you finally go quiet and still. And now they've done their work. They've carried you all the way here to the soft and drowsy edge of sleep. And there's nothing left for you to do but let go the rest of the way. So let's rest here together for a little while, soft and easy, with no more facts to come and nowhere left to go. Feel how heavy your body has become, sunk deep and warm into the bed, held soft and safe by everything beneath you. Feel the gentle weight of your arms, the easy weight of your legs, the whole soft weight of you settled down and still. There's nothing holding you up anymore, nothing you need to carry, nothing you need to keep. The day is behind you now, all of it, every last piece of it, set down soft and left where it lies. And here in the quiet dark, there's only this: the slow rise and fall of your breathing, the deep, warm comfort of the bed, and the gentle, drifting pull of sleep coming on soft around you. Let your face go soft now, all the little places you never think about. Let your forehead go smooth and easy. Let the space between your eyebrows unknot itself and go still. Let your jaw hang loose and gentle, your teeth just barely apart, your tongue resting soft in your mouth. Let all the quiet effort drain out of your face, the way warm water drains slow from a bath, until there's nothing left but softness and rest. And let it move on down from there slow and easy, that soft loosening feeling. Let it spill down through your neck and out along your shoulders, letting them drop and settle heavy against the bed. Let it flow down through your arms, all the way to your fingertips, until your hands lie open and soft and still. Let it sink down through your chest and your belly, rising and falling gentle with each slow breath. Let it pour down through your hips, your legs, your feet, until every last part of you is soft and heavy and warm, held easy in the quiet dark, with nothing left to do but drift. Your breathing is slower now. You might have noticed that, or you might not have. It doesn't matter either way. It's slower because you're nearly there, nearly all the way down into sleep, and your body knows the way from here. It's done this every single night of your whole life. It knows exactly how to let you go, soft and slow, over the quiet edge and down into the deep. All you have to do is trust it, the way you'd trust a still, calm river to carry a leaf gently along. Not steering, not paddling, just floating easy on the slow, warm current, letting it take you wherever it's going. And it's going somewhere soft, somewhere deep and dark and kind, where the day can't reach you and nothing needs anything from you, and there's nothing at all to do but rest. You're almost there now. You can feel it, that soft heaviness, that gentle blurring at the edges of everything, the slow, warm pull of sleep coming up around you like a tide. Don't fight it. Don't hold on. There's no reason to stay awake now. Not for anything. Not for me. And not for anyone. Just let go, soft and easy, and let yourself sink the last little way down. Let your thoughts go loose and slow, whatever's left of them. If a thought drifts by, just let it drift on past, the way a slow cloud passes over the moon and moves on into the dark. You don't have to follow it. You don't have to answer it. You don't have to do anything at all but lie here, warm and heavy and safe, and let the quiet gather around you. The thoughts will slow down on their own now. They always do. They'll get softer and further apart, quieter and quieter, until there's more space between them than thought, and then more quiet still, until at last they fade off altogether into the deep, soft hush of sleep. Everything is slow now. Everything is soft. The room is dark and quiet around you. The night is calm and still outside, and you are warm and safe and gathered soft into the bed, sinking slow and easy toward the deep. There's nowhere you need to be. There's nothing you need to do. There's no one waiting on you, no task left undone, no worry worth holding on to now. The whole wide world can turn on quietly without you for a while. It knows how. It always has. And you can let it, soft and easy, while you rest. Just breathe now, slow and gentle. In, soft and easy, and out, long and slow. In, gathering you up soft and warm, and out, setting you down a little deeper. There's no rush. There never was. Each breath carries you further, softer, gentler, all the way down, and you don't have to do a thing to help it. It's carrying you on its own, the way it always has, the way it always will, patient and steady and kind, all the way down into the deep and peaceful dark. Feel how far away everything seems now. My voice, soft and slow, drifting somewhere out at the edge of things. The room around you, quiet and dim. The whole long day, gone now, faded off into the dark, like a tide going out. There's less and less to hold on to, and that's just right. That's exactly how it should be. You're letting go of it all now, soft and easy, one quiet piece at a time, sinking down below all of it into the deep, warm dark, where there's nothing left but rest. You've done enough today. You really have. Whatever the day held, whatever you carried, whatever you managed or didn't manage, it's done now, and you've set it all down. And there's nothing left for you but this deep, soft, quiet rest you've more than earned. So let yourself have it. Let yourself sink all the way into it, warm and heavy and safe, with no guilt and no worry and no need to be anywhere but exactly here, soft in the dark, drifting slow towards sleep. I'm going to go quiet soon, softer and softer, until my voice fades off into the dark like everything else. You won't need it anymore by then. You'll be well on your way down, deep in that soft, warm place where dreams begin. And I'll leave you there gently, resting easy, held safe in the quiet of the night. There's nothing more you need from me now. There's nothing more you need at all. Everything is here already. The warmth, the quiet, the deep, soft dark, and the slow, steady breath that carries you the whole way down. So rest now. Just rest. Let the last of the day dissolve away into the dark. Let your breathing carry you on, soft and slow and easy. Let the deep, gentle quiet close over you like still water, warm and dark and kind. There's nothing to do now but sink, softer and further, deeper and slower, all the way down into the deep and peaceful dark of sleep. Softer now, slower now, deeper now. Let it all go. Let yourself drift the last little way, easy and unhurried, warm and safe and calm, down past the edge of thought and into the quiet dark where sleep is waiting soft to gather you in. You're nearly there. You're almost home. Just one more slow breath, and then another, each one softer than the last, each one carrying you gentler and further down. And I'll stay soft and quiet here beside you for just a little longer, while you go the rest of the way on your own, the way you always have. Down past the last of your thoughts, down past the sound of my voice, down into the deep, warm, peaceful dark, soft and slow and easy, all the way, into the quiet and gentle dark of sleep. And before I go quiet for the night, I've saved just a few last little wonders for you. Soft ones, gentle ones. Nothing you need to hold on to at all. Just let them drift through you like leaves floating on slow water, here for a moment, and then gone, carrying you a little further down as they go. There's a small, sleepy creature called the koala, high up in the gum trees on the far side of the world. And the koala sleeps more than almost any animal there is, as much as 20 hours out of every 24. It spends nearly the whole of its life resting up there in the branches, tucked into a fork of the tree, swaying just a little in the warm air, dozing the long days away. Think of that. 20 soft hours of sleep, day after day. Its whole gentle life spent mostly dreaming in the treetops. So if some quiet part of you feels like it could sleep and sleep and sleep tonight, well, you're in the very best of company. Let the koala drift off now, and let yourself drift right along with it. Here's another soft one. Far out in the cold sea, there's a creature called the sea otter. And when it's time to sleep, it floats on its back on the gentle swell, rocked by the water like a little boat. But here's the tender part, so it won't drift apart from the ones it loves while it sleeps. The sea otter reaches out and holds hands, paw in paw, with the otter beside it, and the whole soft raft of them floats there together through the night, joined and safe, turning slowly on the tide. Isn't that a lovely thing to carry down into sleep with you? The idea of being held gently so you don't drift too far. You're held too, right now, soft and safe, and you won't drift anywhere you're not meant to go. And here's a slow one, a very slow one, just right for this hour. There's an animal called the sloth deep in the warm green forests, and it moves so gently, so unhurriedly, that it can take most of a minute just to reach out one long arm to the next branch. It's in no rush whatsoever. It has nowhere it needs to be. It moves so slowly, in fact, that soft green moss grows quietly on its fur, and tiny things make their home there. And the sloth just carries its own little slow garden through the trees, taking all the time in the world. There's no such thing as too slow for the sloth. And there's no such thing as too slow for you now either. However slowly you're sinking, however unhurried your breathing has gone, that's exactly the right pace. Slower is only better from here. Here's a tiny one, small and warm. The hummingbird, that bright little flicker of a bird whose heart races so fast in the daytime you can hardly count it. When night comes and it settles down to rest, its whole body slows almost to stillness. Its racing heart eases right down. Its breath goes soft and shallow, and it sinks into a deep, deep quiet until the morning, saving all its warmth for the cold hours of the dark. Even the fastest, brightest little thing in the whole garden knows how to let everything slow down when the night comes. And so do you. That's just what you're doing now. Everything's slowing, everything's softening, everything winding gently down toward the deep, still quiet of sleep. One more, up in the sky this time. Far in the cold north, on certain quiet nights, the sky itself begins to glow. Great soft curtains of green and rose and pale gold, drifting and folding slowly across the dark, silent as breath. People lie out in the snow and watch them for hours, saying nothing, just letting the colors wash slowly over the whole sky above them. No sound, no hurry. Only that slow, silent light, drifting and folding, high overhead in the deep of the night. Let those soft colors move slowly through the back of your mind now, quiet and gentle, folding and drifting, carrying you down and down. And here's a last one, the quietest of them all. The great round earth beneath you, the whole vast world holding you up right now, is very softly humming. All on its own, all the time, far too low and too deep for your ears to catch. The planet rings with a slow, faint, endless note, like the longest, softest sound ever made. It's been humming that same deep, gentle note for longer than there have been ears to hear it. And it'll go on humming long after tonight is only a dream. You're resting on something that's been quietly singing to itself since long before you were born. A slow, low lullaby, too soft to hear, holding you and everything else gently in the dark. Let that be the last thought. The whole world humming you softly down to sleep. That's the last of them now. The last little wonder. There are no more after this, and there's nothing left to wait for, nothing left to listen for, nothing left to do at all but rest. In just a little while, when this quiet hour comes to its end, another soft one may begin all on its own, drifting up gently out of the dark to keep you company through the rest of the night. You don't have to do a thing. You don't have to reach for anything, or press anything, or even open your eyes. If you'd like it to, it'll simply carry on, one calm voice after another, all the way through till morning. So you can just let go completely now and stay exactly where you are, deep and warm and far away. Let it play on softly without you. You've already gone somewhere gentler than sound. And if I've kept you good company tonight, if my voice helped you set the day down and drift off easy, then whenever you like, with no hurry at all, you can subscribe quietly. And I'll be here again tomorrow night, and the night after that, waiting soft in the dark to walk you back down towards sleep. Not now, though. There's nothing to do now. That's a small kindness for some other, more wakeful moment. Right now, there's only rest, so let it all go, the whole of it, the day and the world and my voice along with it. You don't need any of it anymore. The wonders are all told. The night has folded itself gently around you, and you're already most of the way down into that deep, warm, quiet place where dreams are waiting soft to gather you in. Sea otters holding hands on the slow, dark water. The koala dozing high in its tree. The great world humming its low, endless note beneath you. Let them all blur softly together now, into one gentle drift, and let that drift carry you the rest of the way. I'm going quiet now, softer and softer, the way I promised. My voice is fading off into the dark, like everything else, thinner and further with every word, until there's nothing left of it at all. And you won't miss it, because by then, you'll already be gone, deep down in the warm and peaceful dark, where you don't need me, or the world, or anything but the slow, kind rhythm of your own quiet breath carrying you along. Rest now. You're safe. You're warm. You're held. Everything is done, and everything is well, and there's nothing left in the whole wide world for you to do but sink the last soft inch into sleep. So sink now, gently, all the way, soft and slow and easy, down past the last of the light, down past the last of the sound, down into the deep and gentle dark, where you'll sleep the whole night through. Sleep well. Sleep deep. Sleep soft and long and easy, all the way till morning. Good night.